What's going on, everybody? Cali Death Podcast back once again, episode 74. What's going on? We're here fucking live again on Twitch. Thank you to all the subscribers who are gonna be listening to this later. Thank you to everybody who's gonna show up soon. We've got a full lineup of hosts for you again this week. Joel and Joseph are back, my resident homies. Also Casey. I'm Anthony. Yeah, dude. So real quick, do we have anything to plug? Because I want to mention that we've been doing. We mentioned it a little bit on the last podcast, me and Casey, but we're doing these Sunday shows now too, and sometimes it's reruns, and we're in the chat with you guys. We'll hang out and chop it up with you guys, or sometimes it'll be like an album review thing, like you saw with the Incurso and Spawn of Possession and Dennis coming on with Alex and Casey. So we're going to keep doing those. And this Sunday, actually, we're going to be doing it at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time with the guys from Ophidian Eye. They've been on the podcast with us previously. And that album is so huge, Desolate. So it's a monster album. And I was just listening to it today, dude. I can't wait to sit and talk about it on Sunday. I'm going to be on it for hopefully, a good chunk of it. I might not be able to hang out for the whole thing, but I'm going to be starting it off with you guys on Sunday. Come hang out with us. 12 p.m. PST.
Yeah, it's going to be great. It's like most of the guys from the band. Ragnar, the drummer, is going to be on it. Daniel, and then John, like from the podcast that we did before. So we're stoked to do that. It's going to be cool. So
yeah,
it's going to be our second album review episode type thing.
That's awesome.
Kind of like we did. So we're just trying different side stuff and making it fun, and super amped to just talk to them again and like bring on the drummer and then other guys if we get anyone else from the band on as well. But basically just those guys, most of them are in Iceland and stuff, so it's going to be like 7 p.m. their time, noon our time, Pacific time, so we're stoked. So,
and the old school homie David Siskin might be popping in, old Odious guitar player. So
he's a super fan, so that'll be fun. And he's hung out with me and John before, so
him and Josh are the reason why we even knew about the band. So that'd be awesome for him to hang out with us. But
indeed,
let's get into it today. We are here with Ominous Ruin and Axial. Is that how you pronounce it? Axial.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We're with Joel Guernsey. What's going on, Joel?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Good, dude. Yeah.
Good.
Love to have another extended family member now. I mean, we share Alex now, so it's a cool thing that we're totally, dude. So thanks for coming on and giving us your time and hanging out with us for a few hours while we're doing the damn thing. You got anything you want to plug? You got some stuff in the works. You got bands with merch, I'm sure. So let's hear where all that stuff's at.
Definitely check out Ominous Ruin. You could look them up wherever. Definitely check out Axial. Definitely check that out. I'm launching a Twitch channel pretty soon. Twitch.tv/Joel. And then there's 7 G's, so it's Joel G. But if you just start typing in G's, it comes up right away, so it's all good.
Nice.
So scope it. Going to be announcing the first stream pretty soon.
What are you going to be doing on the stream? Like,
what's
the style of the stream? Just going to be jamming, taking requests, playing over stuff?
I'm going to play. So I put together kind of a 2-hour set of music, some originals and covers. And then I have a bunch of tracks I'm going to improvise over, like some jazz stuff and hip hop stuff with like funky guitar effects.
Nice.
Also going to be, I don't know, writing music probably anything I do in my hermit cave, I'm just going to end up doing on there. So.
Killer.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty sick.
Everybody gets a little insight of how you work as a creator, and that's cool, dude.
I think you just kind of, when you do that kind of thing, you just use your stream of consciousness. Like anything you're thinking, you just say out loud while you're doing it. Like, oh, maybe I should do this. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I'm kind of new to Twitch, so I'm trying to watch some guys, and I'm like, looks pretty fun. So I kind of got the setup going right now. It's
definitely a situation now. I think that Twitch is, it may have been before for music and it just wasn't on my radar, but now that we're a part of it and Joel's deep diving on it and telling
So
us
Joel-
about what's going down. Yeah, we need to get that out. We need.
All right,
so-
Joel 1. Yeah, you be Joel 1. I'll be Joel 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
or
And
any
then-
kind
I'll
of
just call you
ape
number
reference, any ape reference or banana or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking to
Alright.
Joel Horner.
So,
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I think we got
Well, no, but the Twitch thing, yeah, I've talked about it before. It's like I still like will find myself just going through. Like I was on Nicole's stream talking, Justin's girlfriend watching Justin's stream, and like I know Scott just got married, so for Carstairs, so he wasn't on it recently.
Dude,
but
they're killing it.
yeah, it's like really fun to watch. Like I'm just like at first I was like not thinking it would be that entertaining, but they interact. You know, you put their like what up and talk about stuff, and you can just like request them to jam. Max from Anomalous, I had him. He was doing like a free request thing, like the solo over like request the other day. And me and fucking Trevor were all drunk, and we're like, let's try to think of the hardest thing to solo over. So I'm like, dude, I'll improvise over fucking 43% Burnt by Dillinger.
Oh shit!
And he actually fucking, there were some runs in there, but I was like, damn, that's like a cool idea. But he was sitting there just going like, shit, but he gave it his best because it's so fucked off, you know. But anyways, yeah, it's a lot of cool
Awesome,
stuff
dude.
going on there.
I think
Max
Twitch
is a
is kind of
beast.
catching on because, like, if you think about it, YouTube isn't that old, but it's been around since like 2006 or 7 or 8. And if I feel like if I had hopped on that right when it launched and like had a method down to make videos like right when it would have gone much better than just starting kind of a couple years ago making videos.
We just got
But
rated
I don't
by
know.
someone.
Twitch is
So
fairly new. What's that?
we just got, Dave Cosgrove, fuck yeah. We just got rated.
Oh,
Thanks
shit.
a lot, man.
Thanks.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, dude.
Fuck yeah. Got some viewers. Hell yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out.
But
Shout out to
yeah,
in the chat because we're old noobs.
time is ripe to get on Twitch,
Yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
I
It
mean,
is.
it's cool with you, and then there's already Scott and Justin and Max, and I mean that's like there's a hell of a lot of sick Cali Death, guitar players on there, and
Yeah.
but I think you have your own style and are gonna like have your corner of the market, so to speak, and do your own original stuff, which is I'm very excited about. So I'm gonna be on that first Twitch channel.
You guys were
first,
just
first one for sure.
Joseph and Joel Guernsey. You guys were hanging out, and did you guys jam at all?
Do we jam
Yeah,
so
dude, it was
fucking
sick.
hard, dude? Holy shit!
Dude, Joseph's. So we're doing. Ominous is doing a tour in August, and he's gonna fill in on drums for us. So we did our first jam the other day, and he just like crushed it off the bat. It was insane. I was just like, all right, here we go.
Dude, we played some Decrepit at the beginning of that practice too, jamming
Nice.
some of
Oh yeah, we
Genocide.
jammed of
And
Genocide.
the Infestation also.
Yeah, that was sick.
Nice.
Yeah, we're just setting up.
The ATB
Somehow we
hit.
just both had the song memorized. We're just like, all of a sudden we just played the whole thing. We're just like, oh shit. All right.
Until the tech part, and you're like, "Fuck, I never learned this part." But it's good stuff, man. And like Alex was jamming some diminishing stuff, and I'm like, I know that too. And like, it's just like, damn, these are the right guys to be jamming with. We like share the same. We all learned on the from the same source. We were like learning the same songs, and
Dude,
I don't know.
totally.
It's been very fun. It was Mitch, shout out, who gave me the first hit up to maybe to do it, and
Totally.
I just was like, dude, I've been a fan of Ominous since like 2014 or 15, and so a really long time, and I'm very excited to be doing some stuff with them.
Yeah, dude, I
Dude,
was
it's gonna be
jealous
sick.
seeing you guys' pictures. You guys were barbecuing it up.
Oh, that
yeah.
was super fun.
kicking
Dude.
it, dude.
That was super
Dude, we
fun.
saw Defeated Sanity that weekend. and,
Yeah.
like, fucking, dude, Troy Fullerton was there.
Shout
Jeff
out Troy. And by the
Hewell was
way, Jedi
yeah.
Grant, there you
Oh,
go.
oh, shit. Shout out to the Jedi. Dude,
Jedi.
Merzies. This guy's the man. He's
What up?
actually, he hit me up the other day. He's like, he's going to send me some clean gear. And
I
like,
finally,
if
I
anyone's
finally
watching
sent
this-
him. I finally
Dude,
sent him
nice.
pictures of all my jerseys, dude. He had to do 2 Instagram posts.
I saw
because
those.
I have
Nice, dude.
8 jerseys.
Damn.
Dude, you guys got to check out on Instagram. Check out Merzies. You just hit
Yeah, excuse me,
Yeah, yeah.
Merseys. I have 8 Merseys.
Murseyyss.
Yep.
Hit
I
follow.
think Anthony even fucking
Gotta do it.
coined that term, didn't you?
What
Like
up?
Merzies?
On the show.
Yeah,
Jerseys?
yeah. I think
Sounds
I
like
said that
something
on the show
Anthony would
randomly.
do.
Yeah.
Merzies jerseys.
Okay, you're ready for Twitch.
Another
Should've-
shout out for your videos you're putting up, Joel. Like I'm really stoked on
Oh man.
just
I
all
just
those,
started
like,
doing that
8-string
not
versions
too
of it.
long
Like,
ago.
yeah, it's a cool idea. Just do like 8-string versions of like Severed, Decrepit, like
Yeah,
Defeated
dude.
Sanity and stuff. It's a cool idea.
Yeah, I'm trying to bring it back and also like on what I grew up on, and then also pick songs that are just like meant to be played. You know what I mean? I'm just like, oh, this song is fucking like everything flows well on the hands. It's just some of my favorite music. I kind of just started. I should have been doing this for the last like 10 years or more. But I was kind of focused on other stuff, and I was probably smoking way too much weed to like do it effectively. But honestly, if you can smoke weed and kill it like that, that's sick. Like, I respect that. But for me, I'm like, man,
I'm gonna take all these comments and just take them personally, like they're for me now.
Dude,
he's Joel's a monster.
Oh shit, dude!
Oh fuck yeah, dude! Hell yeah, dude!
This guy's a fucking monster.
Where's the fucking lie, dude?
I know, right?
Exactly.
Dude, anything you say about me is true about Joel, and then vice versa.
All Joels are awesome, dude. I've never met a bad Joel.
Oh shit, have I?
I don't know if I have.
Well, actually, I only know you for what we've only been on for 11 minutes. So
I've met some
That's
bad
true.
Joels.
Some mysterious
Dude,
Joels.
it's funny.
Bad Joels.
So I saw Severed hella time. So one of my old bands, Inanimate, hopped on the Severed Disgorge Archaic tour in 2012.
yeah.
And like, so I know you. You probably just maybe don't remember me, but we hopped on part of that tour.
Nice,
And,
dude. Yeah, I'm terrible memory. We were just talking about
No, same
Canvas,
here.
dude. You know, but
That was the shit though.
You were with
That's,
Inanimate, right, at the time?
Yeah, I was playing guitar and
yeah. So
that was
did you
the-
guys
that
play
was
the
such a
LA,
sick tour.
the SoCal dates? Is that what it was?
yeah, it was
or-
with Disgorge, Archaic, Ontogeny, Severed.
Yeah,
God
it
damn.
was
And then-
Severed, Archaic, and Genocost. We were out on tour.
Yeah, that's right.
And then
That was the shit.
That bumped up with Disgorged. They would just happen to. I don't know if they were actually on a tour as well, or they just wanted to play some shows with us in SoCal. But yeah, we traded headline spots with them. I think we did 3 shows with them on that tour.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Disgorged was so fucking sick.
Oh, that was
dude.
insane.
God,
God damn it.
golly.
So sick.
Well, hell yeah, dude. Let's get into you though, bro. Let's dig in. You know,
Oh shit.
we we like to go back as far as we can, dude. So think
All right.
about I never spit it out properly, but think about the time that you're sitting around as a child and you got goosebumps by listening to a song and you never felt that before. You know, like something moved you to the next level of being able to like listen to and experience music, and
So
when it became more important.
Yeah. That's all right. I'll go like as far back as I can remember. I grew up in San Jose in California, and both my brothers had pretty sick punk rock bands. So they're a lot older than me. They're like 10 years older than me. So I was still pretty young when they were doing this.
Is it just you 3 as siblings?
Yeah, I have 2 older
Okay.
brothers,
Nice.
and so one of them was called The Vex from San Jose, which was a pretty sick band.
That actually
they're
sounds
pretty
familiar, dude.
Dude, they actually blew up pretty big when they were doing it. Like,
When were they active?
let's see, 1990. Dude, I don't know actually. 96 to
Later half of
a while.
90s.
I don't actually know for sure, but around then. And they used to jam in our garage, and I was like super young, and there was all these like dudes with mohawks like drinking 40s in the garage, just like playing ignorant ass shit, just like just like punk rock. And so both of them had punk bands, so I was kind of hearing that, and I was just I didn't even have a CD player or have any CDs. But I was hearing that, and I was like, this is pretty crazy. I don't even know. It's pretty sick. Like, nice. Like, this is insane. And our neighbors would sometimes actually call the cops, and like they'd be like, "Oh, our neighbors are they're playing super loud music. It's super insane." And like the cops would show up to their band practice and be like, "What are you guys doing?" And like just the classic scenario, shut it down, and like, and then they would just jam again the next day. So I kind of started on like hearing punk rock for the most part, and then I didn't have a stereo or CD player, but I had a radio, just like a shitty like alarm clock radio with an antenna, and that's what I would use to like wake up for school when I was like 8 or 10 or something. And I was like messing around. I was like, oh shit, this has like actual, you can listen to radio stations on this.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember that radio station KSJO in the
Oh,
Bay
yeah.
Area?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So like I stumbled upon that, and I was like, I was like hearing all that shit, like Metallica and like Godsmack and Nirvana, all the shit they would play, like cliche shit. And I remember they had this thing called like mandatory Metallica, which was like,
Yep, I remember that.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
They would play like fucking an hour or more of Metallica songs.
Like on Monday or something, like mandatory Metallica
mandatory
Monday.
Metallica. It was just forever, dude. And I was actually like,
funny.
I'd say that's the best shit you're gonna find on the radio. Like, you know what I mean? Unless you're into like classical or something, I don't know. You can find that on the radio. But so yeah, I heard Metallica and a few other bands that I liked, Alice in Chains, and like I thought Nirvana was sick at the time. I don't know. Like they had Distortion, so that was cool.
Totally.
Kinda
Don't be ashamed at your influences, dude. Like you
I was
guys
watching
understand.
Nirvana videos today. Dude.
Yeah, we are products of the '90s. We are '90s kids. We definitely enjoyed Nirvana when it was popular.
Dude, that shit was heavy. Like when that one song.
Oh yeah, dude.
When you hit that distortion
song.
pedal.
Dude.
I'd crank my TV all the way up, dude. Same thing for like Offspring.
Fucking insane.
Crank it up for
man.
Smash.
Oh yeah, they used to play that too. Yeah.
I almost wore a Smash shirt. I just got it because I was like drinking one night and I was watching like them play Smash live all the way through, and I was like, I'm fucking ordering a shirt, dude. Fuck this, I don't care.
Oh shit.
Because the first
Dude,
album I
that
ever
shit's
purchased
pretty
was
legit.
Smash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the one with like a cockroach on it or something?
No, it's got like a skeleton guy on it. It's got like
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. It's like probably
Yeah.
93 or 94, something like that.
94, yeah.
Yeah, that CD was sick, or the band. But yeah, I was hearing that kind of stuff on the radio, and then my brothers were playing in punk bands in the next room, just kind of super loud. And I didn't even play any instruments yet, but so there was always like instruments around. Like my dad plays guitar too, and he plays like steel string acoustic. So we'd have those, and my brother's electric guitars, and my other brother played bass, and those would be laying around the house. And I didn't really take any lessons or anything. I would just kind of pick up their instruments every once in a while and be like, it's like, I don't know. I think I saw him like strum like this. I didn't actually know what I was doing at all. I would just kind of like strum on the guitar, like ding it ding, just like not making sense. But I would kind of just started there. I didn't really take it seriously or anything. I was just like, oh, I'm bored. I'm going to pick up a guitar. I mean, this was back before like the internet and.
Did you say how old you were at this time?
I was probably like 8 or 9 or something. But I just remember picking up instruments and just messing with them like they're a toy, basically. Just like, fucking. So, the first CD I actually got in like 4th grade. So I was listening to the radio, it's like KSJO and 107.7 was like the only thing I would listen to.
Yeah.
I was like, all that was good on the radio, I guess, rock wise. And I would kind of, so I'd be listening to that. So I finally bought a CD. I bought Metallica Ride the Lightning when I was in 4th grade.
Nice.
And it was funny because I still didn't have a CD player, so I just had the CD, and I was like, "Yeah,
You're like
sick."
unprepared now.
Yeah, I was
holding
like,
it like
"It's gonna be
this.
sick." Once I actually get to hear this, it's gonna be sick. Like, I know it. I would like read the lyrics.
How many times did you get it and open it up and look at it before you actually
Dude,
listen
tons.
to it?
I was just there's pictures of them in there, like rocking, like Metallica in their prime, just like I was like, dude, what? These guys are hella cool. And
Nice.
so I was checking that out. And then I brought it over to my friend's house, and he did have a CD player, and I was like, dude, we got to listen to this Metallica CD I got. So we pop it in. We're like, I remember him saying specifically, he's like, dude, Metallica's sick. Like when we were listening to it, like it dawned on him. We're like, yeah. And like, so we finally got to hear that. So I remember buying more of their CDs. I got like Injustice for All and stuff. I'm kind of one of those cliche guys who started on Metallica, like because that was like all you had access to back then.
We praised
like,
the first
heavy.
4. We even, we go past the first 4, I think, too. I think the Black Album's sick. I think it's still
I
lot
had that.
And dude, it's fucking the Bay Area. It's the the Godfathers of like speed metal,
it's so good. Yeah.
It's all dude, believe me. Metallica is actually a very, very common like first band for so many people that have been on the show.
Even like a lot of people that don't like the Black Album, like if you nerd out, if you're into music in general and you nerd out on production, like that's like, one of the best productions
sounds
ever.
great.
Yeah.
Didn't that same Bob Rock? Didn't he produce Saint Anger also?
Yeah, I know. I was like, what? How did that work?
We were talking about that the other day. We're like,
Yeah, I remember that.
I thought it was sick when it came out. Like,
Yeah.
what? I bought that shit. I was like, this is
Oh,
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was in Basie's apartment. We threw it on just to hear the snare.
Dude,
Bang,
it
bang,
has.
bang.
Oh yeah, once the snare comes in, you're just like, this is even sicker.
This is
But,
like a grindcore, old school grindcore snare.
Well, that was like the first like thrash riff I ever heard. It was like with clang, 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 like the
Dude, think how many dudes that worked at Guitar Center like had to like sell a snare that sounded like that to people.
I know
like,
they're
Oh
like,
shit!
oh,
yeah.
dude,
You
I
just
want
what's
to
that
sound like-"
thing
they're
called?
like,
The tension release or something?
Yeah, is there even a snare on it? Is there even like a on it, or is it just like an open drum?
No,
Yeah,
it's
what
a
are the-
snare.
It's
Okay,
snare.
so what it is, it's like a steel snare, probably. Like I think it's got like that cross steel, like truck beds and stuff, or
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
truck cases, the whole thing. And so it's like made of that or on the side. So it's basically just, I think, like a steel or something. I'm not
Stainless
exactly
steel.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so like just the way it's designed, like and the way that they tune it and stuff, it just that's like, I mean, metal snares are louder and have more like ring, like naturally anyways, so like so depending on the head you put on it, all that kind of stuff. But like, like, I mean, there's like really sick metal snares with like thin, like hoops, or I mean, like, like the ply is not very thick, like, like if it's aluminum or like different kinds of metals, and they sound so fucking sick, and like different styles. But this thing's just a fucking battering, like it's like a trash can. That's why it's like called, like, it just sounds
What's the
tong,
metal
tong.
belt
It's like-
thing or metal strings at the bottom? Like
Oh, the snare
belt-
wires.
That's a
Those are
snare.
the wires.
Oh, that's what
those are the wires that go across the bottom, and they're held up, and you can like release those with the throw, and like this. But like,
okay.
yeah,
What
yeah.
is it? So, what part of the sound of a snare is that giving you? Just
you can turn it on and off. So that there's a lever you can turn it on and off.
so
I
it's kind
call
of
it a
giving you like a
snare.
little
But
jingle.
when you mic a snare drum, like I can't even. It's so weird being backwards on the thing, but like you put a mic on top and on bottom, and the top mic picks up. Usually you double mic a snare, so like the top one's going to pick more of like the crack of the
pop.
stick, like the top head, and the bottom one picks up that what you're talking about. So it's like the rebound of the head vibrating, and you hear it like rattling under the sound, but you kind of want that, or you can mix it in so you have more of that snap,
If you want to hear like snare without the snare wire turned on, I'm pretty sure Danny Carey leaves his off for Tool. So that's
yeah,
like the sound
on-
of like
Oh,
open
shit.
snare.
Oh, that's like an open, like
Yeah.
off, like especially that's a deep snare too. That's like a specific, because if you
Yeah.
take like a normal snare, especially if it's high tune, it kind of sounds like a timbali. And if you play onto the edges and stuff, like the rim shots out to the edge, it kind of sounds like a timbali. And so, because a timbali is basically like a high tune tom, where like it's like it doesn't have a bottom.
That's the one you play with your fingers,
metal.
right?
No, timbali has like
Oh,
thin
okay.
sticks. It's like
Oh.
You were
a
thinking
yeah.
tabla. No,
There
timbali
you go,
is.
there you
Timbali is like a big tom, that you play with like thin sticks. But
Mhm.
but it's like a sick drum. People shred those things, dude. And like, but but Danny Carey plays like a really thick snare drum, that's like, and when he turns it off, it's like it sounds like a tom. It's like super
True.
it's really cool. Yeah, so he does that for sure. But
So he
Not like all
turns
the
it off.
time,
He
but-
doesn't have like a second snare. He turns off his main snare.
he has a second snare, I'm sure. But
Okay.
he don't know, but it's not the effect on that. I think that's his main snare that
Okay.
he's throwing the snare wires off with the throw, whatever the
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he's just playing. It's like he's making it like a tom, but then he turns the snares back on, and then
There's a pretty funny video the other day. Did you see that? Of Maynard fucking with Danny Carey? While he
Yeah,
he
the dildo.
He has a gong part, and he,
That's
he,
the
he-
best.
He moved
You
the
guys
hammer
see
off
that?
with a huge dildo, and he's still like he grabs
Yeah,
it, he's
so-
still-
so he
he
had-
hits it, and he's all fuck you.
The
That
Maynard,
was good.
I don't know
that's good.
what he's been doing. I just been hearing about it. He's been in the news. He's been doing good, playing Jenga and shit. Like,
Oh yeah.
eating dinner on stage during the drum solos and all that stuff.
Awesome.
I did
He's-
see a
he's like-
picture of that where he's like sitting and reading the paper
Yeah, he's reading
at
the
a
newspaper.
coffee table or something.
Yeah.
That's great.
He's like, I'm not gonna be seen, so might as well be funny for like some side content or something. Like,
So it's actually interesting. Like Joel and I saw them just right before COVID, like 2 years ago, like in January, right when these guys won the Super Bowl.
Oh shit!
oh no, it was
they?
right before that. But we saw
I actually
right
missed
before
it.
it
Damn.
was right before Neil.
Well, the
Peart
Super
died.
Bowl was.
It was right after Neil Peart
2020.
passed away. Yeah. It was like literally the day of Neil Peart passing. Casey and I were in San Diego, and they did like a little like tribute. It sucked because I was on the side and I couldn't see what was going on, but I I guess like he had like a full picture of him like in Neil Peart, and he did like a Rush like drum solo in the middle of it. Literally like, found out like 3 or 4 hours before, it happened, but it was crazy. But anyways, that's a bummer.
But then Taylor Hawkins, we should probably shout out.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
Speaking of which,
yeah.
dude, such a bummer, dude.
He's a SoCal musician originally.
And they just released a fucking like a thrash album. I actually just heard some of it the other day, and I was like,
I listened to it today, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I listened to like a song or two today, and I was like, it's not bad. Like, it's like kind of like legit. I mean, I know that Dave Grohl's like got pretty deep roots in that stuff, and he jams out here with Joel, Blast, right? The band Blast from Santa Cruz.
Yeah.
It's like it's like an old school punk band, but it's one of Dave Grohl's favorite fucking like punk bands. Like seeing the singer who's the fucking bartender at the Catalyst.
I know.
I saw like a documentary. Yeah, it's a documentary. He's going like, "Oh, dude, his name's Cliff." Is like the way Cliff used to go up there to like change my life and stuff. And I'm like, "What's up, dude? I saw you on a Grohl documentary, dude. Can I get a Red Bull vodka?"
I know, dude. I've definitely ordered drinks from him too. It was pretty wild.
Rad.
Isn't like Nuclear Blast like kind of like named off that band too?
Supposedly the story is that Nuclear Blast comes from Blast the band and Nuclear Rabbit or something, and then they mix it to like together or something as a band name. I don't know how true that is, but I've heard that said. It doesn't really the Nuclear Rabbit part of it, which is a cool band. I think it's a cool band for sure, but I haven't heard them in forever. They're like a super proggy weird band.
Popped up in a scroll. I saw one of their albums recently. I was like, oh, I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Nuclear Rabbit. I haven't checked them out yet.
No, they're actually. I remember them being like super kind of different, just like proggy, weird. But for the time, obviously, it's like it was more the art, like the caveman version of being different, avant-garde and metal. But yeah, it was something fucking weird and different. But also, Joel, so you said that you listened to KSJO and stuff. Did you ever listen? You're in the San Jose area. For us, it was KSJO, and it was 98.5 KOME. Which it might have been Live 105 for you, or The Bone. It's probably you said.
Yeah,
you said
that was 107.7.
Yeah, then we had.
They would play like ZZ Top and shit, like a little bit older.
There's actually, but I was gonna get to it earlier. The Bone. They actually had, I think it was called the Bone Zone, and it was on Friday nights or Saturday nights.
Well, they got Lamont Tonelli. They got Lamont Tonelli from KSGO to go over there.
But no, they did more extreme shit. Like they would play Slayer and Machine Head, and it was like for an hour or so after 10 p.m. Friday night or some shit.
They'd bone down.
They go for like 1 or 2 hours, and they get into that bone zone, dude. Show them that bone cone.
Dude, yeah. Lamont and Tonelli were like the kings of like, I'm gonna tell a dirty joke on the radio.
Yeah. They were like trying to one up Howard Stern kind of.
Yeah,
thing. They were
it's not, but it's so funny because they never did. Have you? It's always just a watered down cheap knockoff.
They did some pretty crazy
stuff. They couldn't cross
though.
the line.
They crossed some stuff. I remember like listening to it in the morning. My mom would have to drive me to school and stuff, and I would listen to it and like either that or Howard Stern. And like my mom's like, "The fuck are you listening to?" Like they had to whip them out Wednesdays or something like that, and fucking like Dirty Friday. And like Dirty Friday was
Sully
the main
on
one.
there, dude.
Sully,
Sully.
Sully's like,
that guy. They would just fuck with him, like we're gonna throw him off a building. It's gonna be hilarious. Or like, I don't know. They would always say shit like that. Or like,
he was adorable, dude. I miss Sully. I wonder what he's up to. He was like this Eastern Indian guy they had on there. It was like adorable.
Yeah,
like,
shout out to Sully, dude.
Sully, not Erna.
We need to find
Sully.
out what he's doing now.
Let's bring him on.
Have him on the podcast real quick.
So you got Ride the Lightning. Was it Ride the Lightning that was the first one you bought?
Yeah. And then I bought a couple, like 4 or 5 Metallica CDs, and I was like, So now then still wasn't really playing any instruments. So then I moved to 5th grade. I don't know how old I was. So 5th grade. For some reason I started playing alto saxophone. That was my first instrument. Like,
oh, cool.
They put me in this at my school. They had this like shitty music program they would host in the library as like an after school program, and they had a saxophone there. And I just remember they showed me how to like read music and like play some Hot Cross Buns and Mary Had a Little Lamb by AC/DC and just like shit like that, just basic shit.
What's harder, Mary Had a Little Lamb or AC/DC? Anything AC/DC.
Probably Mary Had a Little Lamb, dude, honestly. Dude, AC/DC wrote Stairway to Heaven. pretty legendary. But, like,
Oh, so that's who Zeppelin stole it from.
dude,
Yeah.
I
Not
don't
the
know.
Yardbirds or whatever. Yeah.
Zeppelin just a
it's
cover band.
Eddie
You didn't know that?
Money. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
man.
yeah, and then I got into, so I was doing that. I was like, I don't know if I like this. It's cool. I just did it. You're just kind of on autopilot when you're that age. You're just like, I'm doing this. And I went to 6th grade and I was put in band again because they're like, oh, let's put him in the school ensemble. He's doing pretty good on saxophone. And my teacher was like, there's so many saxophone players here. We need to move you to baritone saxophone because I was like super tall. And they're like, this is a big ass instrument. It's like the lowest saxophone you could buy. It's basically got goes down to like a super low F sharp.
That's when you gotta like
that's
hold
the-
sideways, right?
That's the root of your 8-string
Is-
influence, then.
Dude, it's fucking
instrument.
gnarly. It sounds
Yeah,
like a
totally.
foghorn. It's just like
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Is that
it's
the one that has
insane.
to have like a stand or no? That's still like
you
on
can
a-
do that. Usually you need a harness when you wear it, like a fucking like. You
Is
can't
that-
just wear like the regular strap. You have to have like a harness on you. And just
Yeah,
What-
fucking
I played it
the
too.
monster
Wh-
shit.
What's the one that's like the baritone or the bass clarinet or something that looks
Those
There's
like
are sick.
also there's a
it's like a
bass
12-foot
saxophone
bong
as
or
well.
something?
Yeah, it goes
Yeah, it's
lower
a
than
giant
baritone
bong.
sax.
It's like you have
Yeah.
to like stand on a chair to like play it or something.
Yeah,
It goes
dude.
lower than baritone?
Contrabass.
Oh,
yeah,
contrabass.
It goes
Okay.
Okay.
baritone, bass, contrabass, and then there's like contra. I think you can like just append
Contra.
to anything
Dude,
as
the
many
Sega
times as you
game
want.
Contra.
Hell yeah.
And then you're just at war after that.
Yeah, after that, you're just like, you're pissing off like animals. So you're just going like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like animals are like freaking out. Like, they can only hear
Yeah,
it.
the soprano saxophone. That thing's hella.
Yeah.
That's like Kenny G status.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
yeah.
Kenny G
There's-
played soprano.
Coltrane.
Isn't there
that's
like
right.
there's a
Couple
tone
times,
that
yeah.
they say will like make you shit your pants?
The brown note.
The brown note.
The
yeah.
brown
Oh, yeah.
note, dude.
It
Was
was
that on
South
like
Park.
South Park?
Yeah. If you want to do your
Also,
research
I've
on
I
that,
just
I
based my
recommend
life
the
off
South
of
Park.
South Park, dude. That's what it
Is that an actual thing though? Is that just a joke?
I
I
think
don't know.
I thought it was somebody had.
Well,
I just
I
say
don't know
somebody, so I don't
anybody who-
fucking know now.
Well, I know
don't
that
fucking know anything,
I know
dude.
that like the police and military were using this like gun. They would like for like to stop people from like like a non-violent
Well, I
way
bet-
to stop them, and they were like shooting them, and it would make you barf and like look sick and like
Oh, fuck.
uneasy and stuff.
But
it
that's
was like
different. That's like not like
Yeah,
just
yeah.
a note. That's
it's
like
a barf note, dude.
It's like a crazy frequency that like scrambles your fucking brain and shit.
That's a brown note, dude.
It just
Scrambles
matter
your
what,
intestines. Like
as soon as you bring up like lower tuned instruments like Barry's, it always ends up talking about the brown note, dude. I swear to God.
It
Everyone
gets
wants
down to the
bring it
brown,
up.
dude.
Down there.
Sorry,
Tunes to
Anthony,
that
it's
low B,
funny, but
that's what we really want to talk about. Always comes there.
the BM note.
Well, if you think
Yeah.
about it, like the people who are constipated, dude, that could be a super
Dude.
easy way of evacuating the bowels, dude, without taking
Dude,
any
no.
Metamucil or any
Dude,
fucking
what?
bullshit.
It's the
Like
Pepto
that.
of the
Guys in
future, dude.
2070. Yeah, it's
Just
insane.
go-
2070.
Like if you could just buy a speaker and you put it in your bathroom that does
So
that.
funny, dude. Go to the doctors. I haven't shit in a week, and they just bring out this gnarly fucking looking gun and just point it right at your stomach.
You're just in a hurry. You're like in a
Just put
super
you in,
hurry.
a
You're just like,
bathtub.
yeah, I need to get this done. Like, brrr, just like,
He's so sick.
we're inventors, dude.
Totally, dude.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Just-
Yeah.
that's
So
good,
yeah,
dollars
Joel,
waiting
so
to be
Joel
made.
number 2.
What's up?
Yeah,
Oh wait,
Zach.
yeah, that's me. Yo,
yeah. So how's it going, dude?
pretty good, man.
So no, we were so
How do you feel about all this kind of brown talk? though?
back to the
dude. It's pretty
Tough.
good. I was actually, man, I was kind of under the weather the last like 2 days, but now I'm feeling great. Like today, I
nice.
got like
Oh, yeah.
grandpa's
Nice.
cough medicine.
There you go.
So I actually feel fine. But how are you guys doing?
Oh, good, man. It's been a
Yeah,
long
that
week,
was
but-
Casey's way of trying to get it back to the timeline, but really just started
Oh
another
shit!
side
I
thing.
thought you were like,
Hey,
I'm
man, as
down
long
with
as I
that.
started
Like,
something different. That was it. Though.
but yeah. So I started playing baritone saxophone in 6th grade, and they had this. We had to do like marching band too. It hated it. It was like you have to like walk in
Carrying
the
it
super hot
around,
sun
yeah.
carrying the giant baritone saxophone, and like we went to Disneyland. That was kind of cool.
Oh, sick.
We marched like outside Disneyland. We didn't
Oh,
actually
you
go
didn't
into
even make it in,
Disneyland.
dude.
But they let us go there later. But so yeah, I did that all through middle school. Just kind of still up. So this is where I started actually playing guitar. Was 7th grade. My history class They wanted us to write a song. Like each group for the assignment had to write a song about like some kind of, it had a theme, history theme. So like, oh, we're gonna write a song. It really didn't make any sense. It was just like, all right, write a song. So I brought a guitar to school and learned like one chord, which was like a C major with a low G, with a low bass G on it. And I like just plucked that chord note like a banjo, like boom, bing, boom, bing, boom, bing, boom, bing. Just kind of like, oh shit. Yeah, that was kind of the first time I actually like learned a song. It was just one chord. And then I was like, okay, maybe this is actually kind of sick. Like, and then I started learning, like, I just had an acoustic at that point. So I was learning like Jimi Hendrix riffs and stuff that I would work on acoustic. And then I finally got my first electric guitar, which was a Fender Squier, the greatest. No,
Yeah.
That's like the starter
I got
guitar.
one too.
The red or the
starter,
black
starter,
model?
Did you get the
The
That was
starter
the
pack?
black one, dude.
Me,
Oh,
yeah,
to
me
keep
too.
it
Red
rock.
gang for life, bro.
Oh shit, this guy.
Oh damn! Like, that's one of the new
But,
school, dude. They only had black
yeah.
to choose from back in the day.
And
Was it a full
still I
size?
didn't have like a
Yeah.
distortion pedal. I don't know. Just
Get
kind
that
of playing
DS1,
like,
the orange one.
dude. The Boss DS1.
I got a DS1.
That was the first one.
Yeah.
That was kind of what blew my mind. I was playing that Nirvana riff. I was like down and out, down out, down and out. And as soon as you hit the distortion pedal, you're just like, oh, like all of a sudden your brain splits in half. Like those
Oh, give
shitty.
me
It was
fuel.
probably EQ'd so wrong too. It was probably like, I was like, oh my god. And that's where I started to be like, dude, what? Like, you always got to use the distortion pedal. So this must have been like 8th grade or something, and I started like taking it more seriously. I was like, dude, I want to play guitar now. This is fucking sick. So I was like learning all kinds of stuff, like tabs on the internet.
Mhm.
Like, I don't think they had Ultimate Guitar, but they had like forums you could go on where people like exchange like sheet music in the form of like a Word document, like the uses like hyphens
Yeah.
for like
The
the
text,
strings.
text docs. Yeah. Text tabs.
Yeah. And if you knew the song, you kind of look at it and be like, okay, that's dung dung
Yeah,
dung.
that's crazy. Yeah.
But started kind of learning stuff at that point in time. And I was still playing saxophone my freshman year of high school. But at that point, I was like, this actually kind of sucks. I just want to do guitar. And I was playing football at the same time. And it was kind of too much to like do both. So I kind of just stopped playing saxophone and just started doing guitar hella seriously. So the first time I actually jammed with people, my friend was like, hey, there's this community center that has like a drum kit, guitars, basses, like shit, you can just show up for this thing and they let you jam there. So I showed up for that, and it was like this, they had all these like instruments and like drum kits and stuff. And he's like, there was some dude orchestrating everything, and he's like, all right, he would teach us like Green Day songs and have us like jam like 4 chords or something. And he would just kind of, it was funny because he'd teach us like a riff, and then he would just straight up like wank like pentatonic solos over it, over the whole thing, just like he would solo the whole time. It was insane. It was just like the most
Hell yeah,
cliche,
dude.
like bendy, like twee.
It's so funny if you
I
find
thought
out that.
it was sick.
That's
I was
awesome.
gonna say, if he found it, he did this program just so he could do that. Like,
Exactly.
he
Yeah,
doesn't really care about
That's what
anybody
I,
like
yeah, exactly.
mingling and playing music. He's just like,
Yeah.
I need a rhythm section to fucking wail
That's
over,
like his,
dude.
his version of like bringing an acoustic guitar to a party and like singing at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. My friend played drums there, and he was like, we were kind of like, oh man, this is kind of lame. We should just like do our own thing, like, because this kind of sucks. Even though it was sick, but we were like, maybe we should just like jam at my house or something.
Yeah.
And so we would talk on AOL Instant Messenger, and like we'd burn CDs for each other and be like, yo, check out Megadeth. This is
For you
pretty sick,
young
dude.
cats, that's America Online.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
AOL
what AOL
Instant
stands
Messenger.
for. America Online. The World Wide Web. That's what it
Welcome.
was.
We had to buy the hours of internet that we used in the beginning, and we had
Dude,
to
yeah.
start it up with a disc.
You couldn't use the phone while
Crazy.
someone's on the internet. Like,
Yep.
Wait, highlight
That's
that
the-
last comment.
Oh, I can't
Oh
see the
yeah,
comments,
yeah.
Oh shit!
That was-
What a big bozo clown.
That was the
That was,
question. Like I remember when like chat rooms first started, it was like it would just be like people just going. It was just like fucking madness of like all these people with like nothing in common, or maybe there's someone that you have something in common with, but just like
Yeah.
it's like it's like AOL random general chat fucking 192, dude. Let's go hang out in here for a little
Yeah,
while.
dude.
It's like just everyone just blasting with like trying to like stick out and be like ASL, what's going on?
Oh yeah, the chats. Yeah, you could set
Yeah.
like an away message if you're gone. Yo,
Yeah.
I'm doing something sick
Yeah,
right
totally.
now. Something's definitely cool.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
And online dating was like almost like
Oh,
shunned.
that wasn't.
You know,
that wasn't
it was
even
like
a thing until
you're a
like,
weirdo if you're having random people come to this place to meet you or whatever. Now it's just like so common, dude. That's like mainly the way
It's
people
default now. Yeah.
meet now. You know,
Oh yeah, totally.
wild. All right, so much weeds.
Uh,
We are in the weeds.
Damn,
We are.
should that be our T-shirt? So much weeds.
So much weeds, dude.
Dude,
There's-
we can
in the
say
weeds.
with a machete, just
like
like
the
a
four of us, like cartoon characters with
Yeah, have our
machetes, like,
it just
trying to
has
get
our faces like covered with weeds like everywhere, like like sticking out, like going like, hey.
So much weeds.
Yeah.
So you're chatting it up with
All
the
right.
homie on
yeah,
the
yeah.
yeah,
So
like,
you guys are getting
uh,
serious about getting out of there and finding
yeah,
the spot to do it yourselves.
trying to jam. And so yeah, my family my brothers would jam in our garage all the time. So I was like, oh, you just come to my house. There's already a drum kit here. I got this distortion pedal and a guitar and like a tube amp. That was my brother's. It was pretty sick amp. You had to,
Damn,
like warm it
tube.
up for days.
Yeah.
And then we meet up. He comes over and another guitar player, my friend Gabe, comes over and brings his guitar too. And like off the bat, we just write a song. We're like, dude, it's like it was pretty like probably wasn't good. I kind of remember how it goes. It's just we actually played in drop D, which was like as soon as you find that shit, you're like, oh, this is gonna be fucking heavy, bro.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, so we like immediately write a song and jam it's one riff. It's not a song. Sorry, it's not an actual song. It's like one riff, and then we just jammed it for like an hour, and we're like,
Yeah.
dude, that was so sick.
Hey,
And
dude,
Yeah,
that's
I think we
fucking, that's
yeah.
positive experience for a first time. Like, not a lot of
Dude,
people
yeah.
can have that story, you know.
it was sick, dude. We
Linking up so
started a
quick.
band because of that. Yeah.
I think just to
Um,
interject the importance of discovering drop D. We've
Oh,
like
you
touched
do.
on it
That's-
before.
That's key.
I don't want to go
dude.
off into a whole nother thing, but
It's key.
it's something. I think it's like an identity changer. Like when you're back and you're a kid and you're like, yeah, dude, I'm a rocker, and all of a sudden you're like,
Bow.
oh shit, you're like, all right, I'm like, this is different now, dude. Like, you
So
know, I
what
remember-
type?
You're all
What-
what?
yeah.
This is a
Changes you.
fucking power chord now? Like,
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
dude.
dude,
What type of riff was it? Was it a groove? Was it like a breakdown?
Yeah, it was just like it went something like
Mhm.
something like that with
Yeah.
like, and then I was playing a melody over it that was like, which is actually pretty advanced for like we were like 13. We were like I was just like just playing some
Nice.
random
Sounds
ass,
cool.
and it
Yeah,
sounded
yeah.
sick
Yeah.
together.
And what's
And
the
my
drum?
drummer was
What were
just
the
like,
drums doing to that? Nice.
He's like,
You just play Mary had a little lamb under it. It's like, dude.
Oh, he forgot to mention he forgot to mention that his drummer was just a beatboxer because he didn't have a kit yet, or his
Just
yeah.
or their
a
parents wouldn't
beatboxer?
let the drums be there.
that works.
My
Oh,
first
God.
drop D riff was, or that I ever was really into, was that More Human Than Human, the White Zombie. So
Oh,
it's just like, oh,
so
shit.
heavy, dude.
So then, all right. So you
Heavy
guys,
shit.
you catch the bug at that moment.
Yeah,
You're like, all right,
I
this is
still hadn't
possible.
even been to a
this is
show,
super
dude.
fun.
dude.
You
Yeah.
haven't been to it. Damn.
So when did you
Dude, no.
after that jam session? Are you guys like, let's do this again tomorrow?
Yep, you dude. Yeah, we're like, dude, I'm gonna ride my bike. It was all about riding your bike back then. It's like,
Yeah.
ride my bike over again tomorrow. So we like wrote a few songs, and they had weird ass names. Like one of them was called like Frog's Breath, and I was like,
Nice.
another one was called like Beef or something.
Just straight up beef.
Something about braces because we had like braces, like how we hated braces or something.
Yeah.
It's like themes like that, and like, yeah, we're like writing
Braces
these
suck.
shitty songs, and then we finally, yeah. So I finally go to a show. So this is kind of crazy. The first show I ever went to was Exodus and Megadeth at the Warfield.
Oh,
in,
shit.
Oh damn.
My brother took me, and I was like,
Yeah.
because he knew I was listening to Megadeth. He's like, yo, you got, what the fuck? This is going to be epic.
The Warfield's a sick venue, too.
Dude, yeah. And they killed it. My mind was blown. I had never heard music that loud before. I was just like, and I didn't have earplugs or anything. Like, you don't have earplugs when in the 90s,
you don't know what to
dude.
do.
You don't have that shit. So I was just like annihilated from that shit. And I was like, wanted to do it even more. I was like, whoa, dude, like it was Dave Mustaine. They played Holy Wars. Like it was fucking sick. And then Exodus, that album Shovel-Headed Kill Machine had just dropped. And like, that album's pretty sick actually, dude. Like the vocals are pretty, dude. Yeah, that album's actually pretty brutal. Like I remember buying that and I was like, dude, this is pretty insane. And it's still good, even though it's a different style. So yeah, we get a bass player, and it's just, I think it was one of my friends from school, this dude Matt, like the original bass player of this band. And we finally played.
Did we even hear the name of this band yet? What was the name?
Oh, we hadn't made it yet. Actually, we were throwing around names. We thought we were gonna call it like War Horse. That was one of the. It was pretty dumb. So we like.
We are War Horse, and this is beef.
Yeah. But the name did happen eventually. Is a made up word actually.
Yeah.
We were gonna call it Desecration, but my friend drew the logo and he misspelled Desecration, and he left out the C. Oh wait, no.
Like you put an F in there, and
it ended up being Desecrion. Like it was missing a letter.
Weird. That's actually pretty sick. That's actually a good.
Is it sick? I always thought I was like,
well, even if it's not a, that's a cool word, dude.
Sometimes bands
sounds like a
their
demon
names.
or something.
Desecrion, dude.
Desecrion.
Odious has that. Odious,
Dude.
the first logo is missing a letter.
yeah.
Anthony.
It's pretty sick. No, I don't know. We recorded like a demo when we were 16. We had hella songs. All this band ever put out was like a demo and an EP, and there was a full length written that never came out. But I guess I could. Let me see if this works. I could play one of the songs. And this is what. Don't judge too hard. We were like 15
Dude,
when we recorded.
You don't
this.
even want to hear my. Well, actually, you know what? I saw back that shit. I had fun doing that band in high school.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
Flatline,
see if this
dude.
works.
Don't fuck with Flatline.
Does that work?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is like drop C riffs.
I think it sounds awesome. Yeah.
This was like recorded live, like one take, like. Kind of just the same riff for days, but something happens eventually.
But when you get a riff and everybody's in it, you're like, yeah, dude, let's do this for hours.
Way sicker than what I was doing.
I was just
But-
about to say, it
yeah.
crushes my band. And
That's pretty hard.
It was, our drummer was pretty good, and this was all just like we had never recorded. We went. My friend's dad, his friend had a studio, and we used to jam every fucking day. Like we had practiced so much going into the studio.
Nice.
But at that point in time, let's see. So we finally
What age is
ended up
this
playing
now for
some
you?
shows.
So everybody knows we've gone through high school or in high school right now.
No, I'm still like a sophomore in high school at this point.
Okay. So about
I think
15,
we're like
16.
15, 16.
And you're
yeah.
still in high school, dude?
Yeah. So
Right, currently, yeah.
Right now?
we put it on MySpace and shit, and like
MySpace.
yeah, and people were like, "Oh," at the time they were like, "This is pretty sick, dude." We played some shows like at the Gaslighter in San Jose.
Oh,
hell
yeah.
yeah.
We
Remember
played
that?
there. That's the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
time
for
Anthony
sure.
ever sang.
That's the
for
first
us.
time I ever performed with Odious was at that place.
Dude,
Yeah.
what?
In Campbell.
Was
yeah,
that okay?
downtown Campbell.
Nice.
Yep.
With Soul Asunder and
Nah.
stuff. That show. That
Yep.
when we did. Yeah, for sure.
Dude, that's insane. Soul Asunder was on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, that was.
I remember
what
that
year
band.
was that? Yeah, they're sick.
Soul Asunder is actually we played a few times with Soul Asunder. I think Nate would.
It was like 93.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I was like,
You
10.
didn't know Cryptic was recorded then. We just didn't put it out until
Yeah,
2007.
it took us like 17 years to put it out.
No, the artwork took that long, dude.
back then, dude.
We
It
fell
is,
into the.
He did it
original-
with a needle and watercolor.
We got a gaslighter. Remember,
But-
so someone else knows about it.
We're like
All right.
better at like going into the weeds than we are at keeping on track.
Oh shit.
No, we're good, dude.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
dude.
Are we're all having fun, right?
The
Yeah,
viewers, the
dude.
viewers go up
This
when
is
we're
the
in the
shit.
weeds.
Good point. Good point. All
You
right.
gotta be high
So
to watch Cali Death podcast.
Yeah.
yeah. You gotta be having a beer or smoking a
Yeah.
doob, dude.
We're doing
You have
both.
to.
Yeah.
Don't do
doing
that
both.
though.
So what do you guys think about
Yeah.
best necrophagus albums?
Uh,
No,
what's that all about?
I
We have so
actually
many
had that
albums to choose
conversation.
from. I was like, well,
yeah, no.
All right,
just
so
kidding.
you
No,
were,
it's
you played some shows. You played Gaslighter and shit. So how long until that dissolves?
So it was still going. We had a lineup change. My friend Scott Bradley joined. He's been the bass player in Inanimate for a while actually. And also let's see who else joined. My friend Josh, who passed away. He was on guitar. We recorded at that point we went demo into an EP, which is kind of random because like you're supposed to like do an album after a demo, but we're like, all right, now it's an EP. So
Okay.
let me see if this works. If I could play a little bit of that,
Weed.
It was way better. Tell me if this works.
We always say weed.
Was that actually playing? I couldn't. hear
Mhm.
it.
Yeah, that was sick.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
Dude,
I was doing guitar and vocals. Like I did all the guitars and all the low vocals.
this is still high school?
This was like
Okay.
the year after high school when we finally were.
Dude, fuck, man. It's the
That's like
evolution. It's
professional sounding.
evolution.
You know what? I'll tell you though, like those drums, we totally programmed those drums. So that
Damn.
it sounds like the sickest drummer on earth, but it was programmed.
What did
And,
you
like,
use back
it
then? Like, what were you
sounded
using
sick.
for programming
kit
drums
from
back then?
hell.
Dude, so here's the crazy
Probably
part.
before that.
We sampled a drum kit, so we like hit each note of a drum kit,
Sick.
and then we literally put in each. We took like 8 hits of each thing. We went like, all right, we need 8 snare
Damn,
hits,
that's
like
smart.
one soft, one hard, like medium, like ta ta. 8 tom hits. Each cymbal we hit those a couple times, and then we programmed all the drums for that shit by like dragging them onto a DAW. Like, okay, it was one note at a time, literally. Like, all right,
Jesus Christ.
here's the 16th note snare, and another one, and kicks. So this was like before it was easy to program drums. This was like, oh my god. So it turned out pretty sick, and we were still playing shows. Played at like the Britannia Arms.
Okay.
Played with some local bands.
Off Stevens Creek, the Britannia Arms down there?
It was in Cupertino.
Okay.
Or was that Stevens?
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the Stevens Creek one.
What
It
is
might
this?
be the
A
same.
Shane Company commercial, dude?
Shane Company.
In Cupertino.
What's the
Walnut Creek.
the slogan for that company? You're gonna like the way you look. Or is that something else?
Yeah, it's
No,
something like that.
No,
No,
that's
that-
Warehouse.
That's
No,
Men's
Warehouse.
Whatever.
Shane Company. Well, Cupertino.
You're a friend in
Now
the
you've got a
diamond
friend-
business.
You're a
There
friend
it
in the
is.
diamond business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a friend in the diamond.
Once
Yeah,
YouTube showed up, I was like, I need to see this motherfucker's face. Like, I've known this voice my whole life because all the
Yeah.
commercials and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
it definitely does not match at all. Like what they used to.
I used to be able to do it like from start to finish, but I can't remember it now.
Dude, it was constant. That's all they played. That was like the only commercial ever. Like,
That's where I got. That's where I bought Price's wedding ring, dude. Shane Company, dude.
Really?
What up, dude? I heard it for all these years, dude. I'm like, how am I not gonna go to Shane Company now if I hear that every single day on the radio, dude?
It's crazy.
You know?
I never even heard that. I always heard K Jewelers is like the one around here.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh
the
yeah.
kiss
What's their
begins with
slogan?
K, dude.
Yeah,
K.
that's yeah.
Every kiss begins
It,
with K.
dude, it does actually. That's crazy.
Proud to say I never
Every
used that.
kiss
line.
So the fucking
begins
right,
with
dude.
K.
Dude,
I mean,
right,
it does technically, but
Damn,
fuck,
dude.
dude. If it really
deep.
did like start with a
That's
K
deep.
product, I would never kiss my wife, dude.
This expensive kiss.
Too expensive, dude.
Oh my god.
Let's just skip the kissing tonight.
No smooches.
Bro.
All right, so where the fuck were we, dude? Come
No,
on.
so
we're on
he's treading. Is
Shane
this still
Company.
is this
It's
still
my
with the
fault.
Crest
It's my fault on this one.
Nah, you're
Did I say
good.
it right?
So, oh,
What up,
Dissecrion.
y'all?
Yeah,
This is all with the Secrion, right?
yeah, that was my first band, and that band was around for a while. I ended up writing a full-length album in Guitar Pro because I was using Guitar Pro like back in 2005 and 6.
Yeah,
like, just
That's when we
and
started
also
using it.
Power
That's the year.
Tab and
Yeah,
Tux
Power
guitar.
Tab. Tux guitar.
Power Tab
Ooh,
was
I
Tux.
never tuxed
Yeah,
it.
Tux.
What's
Dude.
never tuxed it, yeah.
I got
No,
that
Tux.
was like a penguin thing.
Oh, really? Oh,
Or it had,
okay.
it had like a
Familiar,
penguin as
yeah.
the icon.
As the Linux
Just all
penguin,
jumping
I
on the
thought.
notes or something.
Remember.
Dude, I wish.
It's
He's got a
cartoon.
guitar. He's got a penguin with the guitar. It's pretty sick.
Tux
Fuck yeah.
guitar.
Shout out
Yeah.
Tux.
I wonder how many
but-
people fell in love with 8-bit music after listening to Power Tab all the time.
Oh, dude, it's the best shit.
Yeah, I'm down.
8-bit music, dude.
Totally.
But I guess so. At that point, I joined another band because our bass player Scott had this band called Cursed Elysium, and it was like symphonic death metal, symphonic melodic death metal.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sick band. There was a keyboardist. Let's see. So I was doing that at the same time. So we were playing shows, and we ended up playing shows. There was this band called Vaginal Discharge from San Jose that we played some shows with.
I do
They're
remember
cute.
that band.
Yeah,
It's
we,
so
we got
straight to
along
the
with
point,
them.
dude. So
Yeah.
straight to the point.
Yeah, so that was Cameron and Ron from Inanimate. Those that was their band
Okay.
back in the day. And my band Dissecrion had kind of fizzled out. Like I was like, fuck, I have no one to jam with. I have nowhere to jam. So I like hit them up on like MySpace or Facebook or something. And I was like, yo, you guys want to jam? Like I was trying to find people to jam with. So like, yeah, dude, come through, we'll jam. And I found out they lived like a few blocks away from me in San Jose. So it
Whoa.
worked perfectly. I was like, oh, damn. So like, yeah, I don't know. You want to play guitar and Vaginal Discharge? I was like, sure, dude. Learned some songs and it was pretty sick shit. It was just like digga digga, just like straightforward death. We played some pretty sick shows. One really memorable show was at this venue called Dude's Garage. And like before the show, we went to the dollar store and we bought hella like air horns and silly string and like party poppers and
Nice.
like funny hats and like all the stupid shit you could buy at the dollar store.
Mm-hmm.
And like we played our set and like hitting the air horns between the songs, just like and, like the crowd was digging it. They're just like hella moshing.
Nice, dude.
It was sick, yeah. So we do that for a little while, and they were in Flesh Consumed at the time, but they were just quitting basically. They were kind of over it for whatever reason. And we're like, dude, we need to just start a brand new band because if we keep doing VD, like we just wanted to explore other shit. We're like, all right, let's do something new. Like, there's got to be some deeper shit we could do. We were getting into like Al Di Meola, like guitar players like
Nice.
that, who are like, that's a huge influence for me. Like, the guy's fucking, his right hand is insane.
So sick.
Yeah. So yeah, we start Inanimate Existence at that point, and we're just like, sick. Yeah, we start like writing music. And it was going really well. We sent a demo to Eric RIP Eric from Unique Leader.
No. R.I.P.
That's
dude.
the dude. He sent us 3-album contract when he heard the demo, and he's just like, all right. And so we start doing it. We're like, all right, he gave us money to record our first album. We're just like, oh shit. So we recorded Liberation Through Hearing, which is, let me pull that out.
I have that on CD.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, I got that.
This CD,
Oh fuck yeah,
pretty
yeah,
sick,
yeah.
drawn by Alex Cologne. Another guy, rest in peace, dude. Like,
Yeah, rest in peace.
miss
Yeah,
you, dude.
that was
Dude,
one of my good
from
buddies.
Colonize the Wrong. Yeah, you know Alex.
Yep. Yep.
Drew
definitely.
that shit. Where do I get?
Damn,
Sick.
so sick.
And it has like way too many songs on it. There's fucking.
Jesus.
We should have cut some of those, but it's like way too many songs to have on a CD. Like
What's the?
It
Okay,
was
my eyes are
whatever, though.
terrible, dude. How many tracks is that?
16,
16?
but a lot of these are just like quick instrumentals.
Yeah.
Which was weird. We were doing some weird shit at the time, but it was sick. There's some classic cuts on there.
Nice.
Transcendent Absorption, I remember being a banger.
Dude, that song, yeah. Dude, I wrote that song in like 2 hours.
Nice.
Shut
Like
the
it-
fuck up.
Just like 2 hours, just like on Guitar Pro, just like. And then we did do a music video for that song. It was pretty sick. So we get like signed to Unique Leader, and we're just like, oh, this is fucking sick. Like, and then like one of the first times I was like, oh shit, this is going really well. Like we got to open for Dying Fetus at the DNA Lounge.
Sick.
And Fallujah was there too. This was like days ago. That was kind of the first big show I played where I was like, what the fuck, dude? This is actually kind of working out. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and then we did some mini tours with like the Kennedy Vale and Alter Beast because they had just gotten signed to Unique Leader too, and they were similar in age to us and like fresh bands. Like that was like Gabe Sieber's old bands. That was like the originate where him playing a double set originated was like Alter Beast and Kennedy Vale. Like he'd play in both of those bands. So that was kind of the first few. Like we did some weekend tours with those guys, and they're not actually tours. It was just like weekend. And then finally, so I was talking about this earlier. The first time we like did something super sick was that Severed Savior Disgorge. That your guys' tour when we hopped on a few dates on that. That was actually super sick, and that's where I met like Troy and all those dudes. Mike Gilbert's like one of my favorite guitar players.
Me
and
too.
I remember talking to him. Dude, he's so good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's like my favorite. I think he's my
Yeah,
favorite.
I was-
I think it's my favorite
yeah.
death metal guitar player.
Dude, I was
If I had to pick one.
starstruck. Like I was insane. And like that
Yeah.
album, Servile Insurrection, had just come out when I was like, well, a few years prior to this, because this is 2012 right now. And also, so Servile Insurrection and Of What's to Come by Deeds of Flesh, like were two albums where I was just like, I was listening to them nonstop, just like, these are some of the two sickest. This is the best shit I've ever heard in my life. I was just like, what? Just listen. I didn't have like an MP3 player, but I would just listen to them on a CD constantly. But those two CDs kind of made a pretty big impact on me. But
Yeah,
Totally.
man. Is it
Those
weird?
are
So someone
Peak
said I
Cali
don't-
Death.
I've never actually talked to Mike Gilbert about this, but someone on one of our previous guests was saying that he knew nothing about guitar theory or about music theory.
I don't know. I don't
and I was
know.
like, if
Yeah.
that's true, then now I'm like even more, like my brain's like even more like what like is going on? Like especially like with Fuck the Humans with that jazz part and
Dude,
obviously you know
insane.
like Anthony, he was like in a jazz band with Troy before. Like he's got, I think that's just wrong.
Dude,
Fuck. Res Jedi says yes.
so sick.
Yeah. No, it's.
I mean, you know.
I mean, where
go to
was
the
like
source.
half
Yeah.
jazz. But yeah, it is strange to listen to Gilbert's music if that is true. I actually can't confirm it, to tell you the
Yeah. I
truth,
don't know.
because he fooled the fuck out of me. I don't know
Yeah,
if
that
I've
guy's a
ever asked him
genius.
like
It's
how
insane.
he studied or but that guy definitely. He was. Isn't that weird though to think like you're just born with this ability and not really fully understand it?
I think someone told me once. I forget. I think even might have been Matt Sotelo might have told me. He was talking about. I mean, this is kind of true. I believe this kind of, but it's like a lot of people that have the natural ability that can like shred and do all the crazy stuff and can write music like without taking a class or anything like that. Like I feel like he said they have like a natural ability, and he's all music theory is for people that don't really have it but want to learn it. and then they can do their thing through the the scholastic route where they're actually going to learn everything and like learn how to do it. But there's some people that like, I mean, it's a bad example, but like Stevie Ray Vaughan couldn't tell you like any notes on his guitar. Like there's certain people like that are out there that just like had the like a natural ability to it. But I mean, I'm not trying to downplay like learning music theory because there's so much more you could do, like with just once you learn everything.
I feel like music theory is a tool to be used kind of like a chisel.
Yeah.
Not to like use it as a crutch, but like just music theory, you shouldn't just depend on that for everything and be like, oh, it's in the scale. Here's a modulation. You should learn music theory and then just forget it. And but I mean, it's great. It's an infinite facet of learning though.
It's also about what style of music you're playing. So like, in metal, it's optional, right? Rock, it's optional.
That's
right?
true.
But like in classical, it's not really optional, like, to like learn music. You kind of have to, or like jazz and stuff. Like, dude, you gotta know what you're doing. Like if they're like, we're playing this in a different key, and like, you need to be able to like, the theory is so insane. It's almost like, I mean, I love it, but like jazz guitar and stuff, like, dude, those guys that can do that shit is like so mind bending. It's so cerebral to just know like how to play every chord over every chord change and do all that. Like it's like Scott Carstairs and shit. People are put, in the comments and stuff, like those guys that really, and I'm sure you got, and then Max Anomalous, all you Twitch fucking shred dudes can do stuff that I can never.
And shout out, we pretty much have like Severed Savior in the chat too. It's like we got Jedi,
yeah,
we
dude,
got
Troy
Murray, we got Troy.
Oh, you got Troy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Troy.
I didn't see.
Dude, he
I can't
actually
see the chat at all, but
he's schooling us because he said that
can?
Mike does know quite a bit of theory. He just doesn't
that
use
makes
it
sense
when
to
he
me.
writes.
Oh, sick, cool.
Okay.
Which is
But in
fine,
metal,
dude.
That's
in metal,
good,
it's optional though, right? It's
he
like
killed it. Yeah.
That makes a good. That's a good point, Casey. I never even thought about that because metal's so like such a blank, like open palette of whatever you want to do. Like it doesn't have to be like in a key of something to solo or something. Like it could be like I'm gonna do this
Slayer,
weird riff, or like it's not like we said with like jazz is more. I guess I'm gonna use the word again, scholastic kind of. But I wonder if there's any jazz players that could like just know, like that can feel the changes and just do it without.
There
theory.
definitely are.
Yeah.
There has been for sure cases of that for sure. Or cases of it, but there's been
cases.
There's been investigations.
COVID's
There's
warped
been
my
cases,
mind.
dude. There's
Oh,
been
yeah, totally,
cases, dude.
Oh, it's been a crazy couple years.
So many cases, dude.
Cases and cases. God damn.
Dude. Okay, this might be a dumb question, but does music theory go back to like Beethoven and before all that? Yeah.
Dude, it goes way back.
Like-
but there was a time when music predated music theory, which was like cavemen banging rocks together.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Dude, have you seen, that guy Rob Scallon?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so
He's a YouTuber.
he's
yeah.
killer. Yeah. He has a video about like the history of guitar. Have you guys seen that? Anyone?
No, I'd be down to watch it.
It's really cool, man. And they actually like talk about all the different like Baroque guitars and like different types of guitars and stuff. And of course, kind of like the standard classical guitar that all of us kind of like, based on like the agreed upon string spacing. That's kind of a standard, because it was changing a lot during. Anyways, they said that like guitar tab, like written like numbers for strings and stuff. Well, first of all, numbering systems are used on a lot of different string instruments, like cello and violin, or certain depends on how it's written out and stuff. But they were saying that like guitar or like tab has been like around for like 400 years or something, like way before guitar music was actually written down like as like, we're gonna put it like in, put it like an octave above, or it sounds an octave lower than it's written and stuff like that. Like middle C for a guitar sounds like an octave lower than a piano, and like we're gonna put you in treble clef, and we're gonna blah blah blah. Dude, but that's like later, like we had like 400 years of tabs, dude. I didn't even know that, and I watched that video and I was just all like, I told you, fucking tab's the best. Like, come on, man. Like tab is so efficient. It's so stupid. It's like,
but it's pretty. It's beautiful to look at a music sheet written out. With all the notation.
No, dude.
Well, music
theory is
awesome.
awesome.
Like as
I
far
think
as like
tab with
though,
the notes. I think tab with the notes. So you have both. You have the key signature and the notes. So you have everything. The chord symbols above it. I'm talking all the theory, everything.
No, Anthony's like tabs, like literally something that like what Joel was talking about earlier. It's something that you could literally look on, like when you bought your first guitar, and like someone just tells you what it means, and you could start doing it right away. Like it's because it's a numbering system that like
totally.
It's
Power
so
tab
it's
and
so
Guitar Pro
efficient.
made me understand it easily. Like I know that it's this string, this fret, and I just know that that's the next note.
Guitar tab is so perfectly efficient, like the way it's put together, that like people want to hate on it because it's so perfect. Like it's like, dude, it's just the best, dude. Come on, like, and also like, also there's like for I got distracted. Classical guitar. There's like there's like, you know, Fred, like the different, like, you know, notice whatever. There's like different guitar books where they have like, you know, like fret numbers and stuff and finger numbers, and then they have the like
positions,
like, you know, the Roman numerals, like the, you know, like okay, so fifth position, ninth, whatever.
Those tell you where to put your hand.
But that's like a numbering system. It's the same shit. So it's just, that's more proper though, because it's older, so you can't use tabs.
There's like, tons of forms of notation. Like there's some ancient forms that are like dots.
But you should also be able to like you know, read without tab, like just for a mental exercise, or being able to, here's a, you know, if you're doing jazz, if you're going to play jazz, you need to be able to read without tab though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So like Max Anomalous, he can shred jazz, and that guy's insane. It's a different level. He's trained as a jazz player, and because I heard a story and I love that guy, and he's amazing. And that's a different kind of thing, because those guys need to look at a lead sheet, go and kind of figure it out, or be able to, if they're gonna, you know, there are jazz players that don't really read stuff like that though. They can just hear it. It's a lot of it's like when I was, because I had to do that shit in school, like as a drummer, but with watching all the other people, they would just play a melody, and you'd have to just fucking learn it on the spot. Like there was not like written down. They're just like, you should learn this Charlie Parker melody. Goes, they just play it, and you have to just figure it out right there.
Damn.
Like
those guys will use.
You got to be on your shit. Yeah.
There's you know, the real book.
Yeah.
Those things.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
There's the fake book and the real book. Like
yeah.
It has like the chords above the sheet music.
Yeah.
Chords above the melody, and you like make the song with that information, and like you know where all the key changes are based on the chord changes. And it's just fun doing that kind of stuff, improvising. Because if you have a real book, like that's like the standard jazz book. It's like an encyclopedia of songs. It's like you could jam with someone you've never jammed with before if you guys have that book. It's like, yo, check it out, page 70. I got the alto clef one. You got the tenor clef one.
With the real jazz, the real jazz guys just don't. They just have it on their head, and it's like you're expected to just fucking pull. Like if you pull out a real book, like I go. You know, they'll laugh kind of like, it's like they're just like, all right, Cherokee, dude, and you're just supposed to know it. Like, you know, other like, you know, A Train, of course, like with the, you know, like those classics.
I like to play the dummy because I am the dummy. So now Max is on the comments saying Pops always had a fake book, which by the way, go follow Max Anomalous's Twitch.
Exactly.
That motherfucker is
check it out.
A G, dude. He's
an anomaly.
G. But yeah, so
is that the guy from the Anomalous album?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
that guy is insane, dude.
Yeah,
that album's so sick.
So sick, dude.
His Twitch channel is off.
So what's this fake book? So what's the difference?
It's a joke. It's a whole sorry, I'm like talking to my mic way too loud. Sorry, everybody. It's a joke. It's a joke. No, it's well, it's like this long running joke of the, because I was wondering about that too, and I was told is that so. Back in the day, those people just played those songs, like, and basically, because those songs have been tossed around, like they're like, it's like, where's the written?
They're called jazz standards, right?
Yeah, and so like in jazz, people write, like certain people, like Thelonious Monk, or people like would just write their own stuff and not really play other people's stuff, but most people would like, you know, trade around songs and do their own versions and kind of like quote other people, is like, because it was just how it was, you know. So like I think back what I was told, just to sum it up, is like people tried to start writing it down as like, you know, jazz was becoming more of an academic study in schools, which was way later, or like, you know, that time it's like, okay, let's start writing this down, or make like, you know, sheets and charts and all this kind of stuff. And then a lot of them were super inaccurate and like totally wrong and stuff. So it's like the real books were called, or like they were like the fake books, because it's like, oh, that's not how it goes. That's not the chord you play over that change. And there was like there's like 1,000 different ways to play those chord changes. So it's not very literal. You look at that and you go, everyone's going to reharmonize that. They're going to play it totally different. Like they're going to, oh, I don't play that chord over that. I play the fucking relative third over that. Yeah. You know,
there's
whatever.
There's a bunch of editions of the real book that came out, like first edition, second edition, third edition, fourth. And if two people are playing a different edition of the real book, it's going to be wrong. Like, I'm playing edition 6. It's like those textbooks in school or it's like, oh, you got to buy the latest one, otherwise it'll be
Yeah,
wrong.
it's like edition 500.
Yeah, I think edition 6 was the one where everyone was. That was the one they were having us get in school. They're like, get the real book edition 6.
I got some on my iPad that I've like bought and stuff just for fun. I've gotten free ones that my friends have downloaded and all the PDFs and all this. But yeah, they're always updating and changing, and then this version of that. But a good app is that iReal Pro. Have you used that?
Dude, I've seen that. You can get it on like iPhone or iPad, and just you don't even need a book. You're just like,
it's been around
put it
for
on your
years.
music stand.
Yeah.
What's crazy about that to me, dude, is that jazz is such an improvisational style of music. There's so much of the there is no boundaries, but we have to set boundaries in certain areas of it in order to exceed the boundaries in other parts of it, you know? Like we have to have this standard that we go by and then give everybody their section to break out and get past those boundaries and just go free for a minute. But it still is like there needs to be order in order for
that's so true.
It
you
needs
go outside the rules real quick and then come back to them.
Yeah,
it's like what they tell you, like break the rules, come back. Like
it's
like sure Ray Brown.
It's like one of the Ray Brown. Shout out.
Dude,
it's like
that's the shit. Dude, shout out to Ray Brown.
Yeah, Ray Brown. You know, it's
Ray Brown.
We had Joe from Intronaut on here, the bass player from Intronaut, and he was all Ray Brown, like this whole like.
Wait, he knows that guy?
Yeah, he was here, like jamming.
Just to remind the listeners, that's the professor at Cabrillo College in Santa Cruz.
Yep.
Jazz
Brown
professor.
I think he's retired for about.
Is he retired?
5 or 6 years or something like that. I think, right?
Dude, he was still teaching before COVID. Actually, like.
Whoa. Okay.
I can't see him teaching online. He would do.
No.
Like, what the fuck? He's so old.
No.
He'd be like,
he's so old school.
Hey, class.
Yeah.
He'd probably
he was
retired by
brutal.
now. That'd be cool to see, dude. He's brutal. If you play a wrong note, he'll fucking call you out. He would do this. He'd be like, strange. He'd say strange to you if you play like a note that's just off. His ear was like an alien. He could hear anything, dude.
He'd just call you out, point at you, and I remember like when in his classes and stuff. Yeah, he would be like, if I did a wrong note, and like all of a sudden, like he would be like, he's all, Joel, give me some weird notes over there, and what's going on over there? He'd like say that, and like the whole, and then he would like start calling on me constantly.
Yeah.
He would just put if you fucked up, then he's gonna start calling on you for any question he asks in front of everyone. And so then I started building charts that I didn't need to build just in case he's all, because he'd be like, oh Joe, okay, well fine, you didn't get that, well build me this and this and this, and I'm like, oh shit, and I'm like on the spot in front of like 40 people. So I would just build all the variations that he could possibly ask me in my homework and do like 5 times the work just to make sure he wasn't going to embarrass me.
Dude, that was his technique.
Studying for the exam is the exam, dude.
He'll give you nightmares.
I was just about to say, he made you.
Oh, yeah, he'd give me nightmares, too. He was like, literally.
He'll just embarrass you if you do something wrong. He's just, what the fuck are you even doing here? Just like,
yeah. Well, the first time you take a class of his, he literally does a speech. He's all, just want to let you guys know, so if you guys want to drop, it's up to you. He's all, just want to let you know 99% is not good enough for here. So if you're not doing 100%, he's all, that's like his line. I was like sitting there going, oh fuck.
He was in the army, that's why. Because he's from the army band. He used to play the army as a touring band. It's fucking sick. Like they go on tour and they play for the troops. Yeah, dude. And he was a trumpet dude. He did play trumpet too.
Yeah,
but he couldn't after a while. He like blew out his ears somehow, which is actually crazy. Apparently he like was wearing headphones and like he was at a studio and it played a frequency that was so loud it like blew out his shit.
Shot it right into his eardrums.
Yeah, and then if he played trumpet, there's hella pressure on you when you blow like.
Yeah, because your ears and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so he had to stop and he switched to vibraphones, and he fucking slays it on vibraphones now instead. And he plays. I used to watch him play at Gail's Bakery all the time. He's fucking insane.
Yeah.
What trips me out is how much their cheeks have stretched from playing trumpet their whole life. You know, like they have so much. Dude, it's like almost like a frog, like you know, it's like they got.
I think that's some people's
to like
technique.
Shoot down here after a while.
Yeah, Dizzy Gillespie, I think.
Yeah,
was one of those guys.
Totally.
I think that's actually apparently bad technique on a wind instrument.
Really?
You're supposed to like. Or you're not supposed to like.
Supposed to,
yeah, like.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah, but I mean, those guys shred. I'm not even saying shit because everyone has
Bro,
their own
fucking
technique.
Dizzy Gillespie, that fucking terrible. I'm just kidding.
No, he's so good.
No, I'm just
yeah.
kidding. I'm kidding. He's so good.
But
No, that's
I was
awesome.
told by a teacher just that technique not to do that on a wind instrument. But no, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It tripped
But yeah,
me
Ray
out.
Brown.
Yeah, dude. He's come up here on this podcast, I think 3 times.
He's probably watching right now, dude. He's like 90.
No,
he's like,
you think he's on a
"Cali,
computer?
That'd be
I
a
don't think
sick.
he's on
That
a
would be a
computer.
sick.
He's in the chat.
Yes,
you guys
dude.
are fucking idiots.
Yeah, he
Dude,
wouldn't put up with
talking
this
shit.
conversation probably.
No, I remember one of his
talking shit
one of his lessons was like, "Oh, the worst thing to ever happen to music was Elvis." He was so like,
Yeah.
Oh,
fucking-
dude, he
he's all-
hated that shit.
yeah, he like hates
And he
Elvis like more
rock
than
and
anything.
roll.
I'm not.
Uh,
I'm not really into it either, dude.
Nah, I could feel that, dude. I
Well,
could
for
see
him,
why-
like being like from a certain scene of like like educated like musicians, and then like guys go like, and like taking all the shit, it's like
yeah.
I can tell like where his hate comes from, But
Is
I
that
mean,
like
I don't
the
His
birth
hate,
of
dude.
pop? Is that like the birth of pop right
Yeah.
there?
like
With
Elvis and Beatles, Elvis, yeah.
Well, Beatles
Dude, that
was
shit-
Beatles before. No,
Mm.
it wasn't before Elvis.
I think-
I think it was
I don't
after
know.
Elvis.
Yeah,
After
but it was
Elvis,
that bubblegum like
you had like
poppy stuff.
you had like Bing Crosby and like big pop hits from the 40s and stuff, but Elvis, I bet it was the like kind of dumbing down of the like symphonic
Yeah.
kind of thing. And
That's what
yeah,
he hated, I think.
Just-
That's
yeah.
what he was so
Blues,
pissed about.
rock and roll. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could totally sympathize with that, even though, I mean, if you don't
I
have
mean,
Elvis, you don't
nowadays-
have anything, that we like.
I mean,
so.
look at nowadays. It's like Spawn of Possession, and then like fucking 21 Pilots is number one. You know what I mean? It's like it's probably like
Yeah.
Spawn of Possession is like the Ray Brown camp, and then Elvis is the 21 Pilots. You know what I mean? Like,
for sure.
not to diss on them. And Joel, also by the way, we didn't even tell you this in the beginning. If you have to piss, take a piss, dude.
Oh, I'm chilling. I'm actually
Yeah.
chilling, but
I've already
probably-
taken two.
oh, sick.
I know you have.
Super cool, dude.
Sick, dude.
Okay,
So
so
then,
you're at. Let's. I wanted to hear more of the timeline when you guys get to the next Inanimate album,
Oh, okay.
which is
So we actually, before our second album came out, we were working on the album A Never-Ending Cycle of Atonement, which was that was this CD drawn
Dude,
by
you're prepared for this.
Guang Yang. Oh, I just always have these on me. No, but, drawn
Relics,
by Guang
dude.
Yang, sick ass artist. You can look him up.
It's one of the best
Uh,
album arts of all time in tech death.
Dude, yeah, we saw this and it wasn't even in the right format to be an album cover, but we're like, all right, we'll just cut it right here. And then like it was like made for like a poster. We're like, we bought it off him. I think it was like $500 or something. And this album's actually really sick. I was actually looking on YouTube. This is like their top. This album has it's at 99,000. It's almost at 100,000 views on YouTube, which is like, this is like the most played thing by Inanimate on YouTube if you like filter by view count.
Mhm.
And like who knows on other platforms like Spotify. I've never really looked at that, but this album's actually the shit. So, but before this came out, we did our first like US tour, which was it was with Gorod.
Oh yeah, I played on one of those.
It was this one. It was Valanath, Inanimate, Kamakabe, Gorod.
That's a
Nice.
bloodletting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Bloodletting
9.
9.
Cool,
Yeah,
man.
Eric kind of laced us up. He's like, "You guys are ready to do this."
That was US. Oh yeah, obviously, yeah.
Some Canada dates in there too. That
Yeah,
was a
for
fucking
sure.
sick tour. So we were like 22, 23 at this point. And this was like our first tour. And like, so it was kind of a funny story, but we didn't have like a van yet. So we're like, dude, we got to get a van. We're doing the big shit now. We got to get a van. We were hella broke. We were just like pretty young. We're just like, yeah, we're going to buy a van on Craigslist. So we buy a van for $1,000 off this dude. And like, he's like, yeah, it runs great. So we grab it. We're like, sick. He's like, you should take it to a mechanic and just get it looked at a little bit.
Anthony.
We're like, sure,
Red
dude, because
flag.
he was kind of a nice guy. He's like, yeah, I don't want to. We were telling him we're going on tour. He's like, you should probably take it to a mechanic if you're gonna take it all over the U.S.
$1,000, dude.
Yeah, $1,000. So you can't beat that.
Yeah.
No, I know, but I'm saying
Yeah.
$1,000 means you got to make sure you could leave the city with it.
Dude, yeah.
You
So
could-
that's the crazy part. So we we buy this van and we like take it to a mechanic, and he's like, okay, we need to do this, and this, and this. And we're like, okay, let's do it because we really want to do this tour. I guess we'll just fucking save up our piggy banks and fucking mow the lawn. And so it ended up costing $2,000 for the repairs. He's like, yeah, it's going to cost $2,000.
Yeah.
We're just like, now we're in $3,000 into this van. And it's like, it's running. I think it was good. We're like, yeah, this is sick. Seems to work. Thanks for putting new tires on, and thanks for doing that. So we start the tour. The first day of the tour happens. The first show's at Neck of the Woods in San Francisco. This is the Bloodletting 9 tour.
Neck of the Woods. I've never heard of that spot.
Yeah, it's pretty. I don't even know if it's still around, but we played there. We made it there. The van made it.
Yeah.
We're like, cool. Nothing's going wrong yet. And so we play the show, and it was an awesome show. I think Fallujah hopped on that date of the show. I remember they were playing that. And it was a great show, and saw all the homies in San Francisco. And on the way home, I'm driving. I'm like, oh, this tour is going to be awesome. All of a sudden, I hear like a shkunk, like inside the car, inside the hood of the car. And all of a sudden, the power steering went out, and I was like, I was on the freeway, just like, I was just like, it's so hard to turn. It was like,
yeah.
You were like muscling the steering wheel to actually turn.
So you wait, real quick. You threw a serpentine belt.
It was the serpentine belt. It was, yeah. It just popped. It fucking broke. And so we got to our drummer's house and fucking, we're like, dude, we got to take it to a mechanic. We have a show tomorrow. And I think we had to drive to like Los Angeles or some shit from there. We're like, all right, we got to take it to the mechanic at 6 a.m. Like, that's the only time they'll see us. So this is like the first day of tour. We're like, oh, fuck, what's happening?
What kind of van is it?
I think it was a Ford
E-Series.
E150. Is it?
Okay.
Is that it? It's the shittiest one, probably.
All right. So where are you? Where are you guys? You found a spot wherever you were, like the closest.
Yeah, I was in
shop?
San Jose by our drummer's house, and they're like, all right, it's the serpentine belt. It's like $700 for labor, and which is probably a lot of money just to put in a new belt. But we pay that. We're like, fuck, dude, we're already coming out of pocket.
Wait, how much?
Damn, that sucked.
Wait, how
it's
much?
Like $700.
Okay.
They probably ripped us off. I don't know. We were just like, here's money. Here we go.
All you got to do is get the air cleaner out of the way, dude. It takes like 10 minutes to get that out of the way.
Traps Taranado would probably be like, they're at the bottom.
Yeah, let's just send everybody who's a fan of the podcast to my work.
I'm
minds think alike, Jill.
I'm a satisfied customer.
Me too.
Traps Taranado.
What up?
Me too.
South San Francisco, everybody.
Yeah.
Come see Anthony.
Anthony put tires on my car.
Sick,
and we
dude.
chilled
This
the
is
whole
going to be
time.
awesome, dude.
Hit that shit up, dude.
This is your commercial, Anthony.
Fuck.
What am I thinking? There's probably 0 people would ever show up. Probably. Oh, dude, fuck. We're going even deeper
Saw
into
the
it. Now people are
podcast.
going to be like, oh, dude, let's figure this out.
We use a promo code marijuana and sorry.
But
Anyway.
I got to meet his brother too. It was rad.
Yeah,
dude.
Vince.
Fucking.
Shout
That
out.
wasn't the end of the van. So so we're like sick. We're back on the road. We're driving to LA. We're playing at the Airliner. The Airliner, I think, was the venue. And we're driving down to Los Angeles, and all of a sudden there's steam coming out of the hood, and we're like, oh fuck, what the shit? Like it's like white steam's coming out, which is like coolant burning basically.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, what the fuck, dude? So we had to like pull over, and we were like, got to this gas station and realized it was torching the coolant. Like the coolant was super low. We're like, oh fuck. So we bought like a couple gallons of the fucking Kool-Aid and poured it in the coolant, poured it in there.
I hope it
got back
wasn't
on the road.
Kool-Aid.
Slurpees and shit.
So we got the green Kool-Aid and we fucking.
Yeah, and that shit.
Would you put? You
Overheated.
busted a hose? You bust a hose? Or
Dude,
did you,
it just, I don't know what it was, but we had to keep adding more and more coolant. So it probably was leaking somehow.
yeah.
But we had to pull off the road like every 40 minutes, 30 minutes, because we'd watch the temperature gauge go just like,
So you
you
did the
get up
whole
there and you're
tour
like,
with
fuck,
that,
we got to
dude?
pull over again, pour in more coolant, get back on the road. We're like, if we're gonna make it to the show, dude. We're so dumb. We're like 23 or whatever. Just like, oh,
Yeah.
and this is the second show on like
dude.
a U.S. tour, dude.
Yeah.
And the thing stops going in reverse. Like we get
That
to the
has
point
totally
where,
nothing to do with what
dude, the
you're
transmission,
talking about.
like it just starts
Everything
falling
going wrong.
apart, dude. Like we get to LA and we're gonna like back into a spot and like it's not going in reverse.
Damn.
So we had to get out and push from the front. We're like, all right, 2 people hop out, push the car like into. We got a parallel park. So all this. Anytime we had to park in LA, we had to like have 2 people hop out the side door and push from the front of the van. So we like get to the venue and we're like, what the fuck? We're like, we got to play a show right now. At least we made it to the second show. We haven't missed a show.
Yeah.
And this van, and we're just like, this is a nightmare, dude. We're gonna what are we gonna do? Like, this is so bad. Like, we're tripping. So we play the show, and we're like, so my brother lived in LA at the time, and we're like, dude, can you help us? Like, we need to rent a van. We need to ditch this van for sure. Like, we're not going anywhere else in this thing. And his girlfriend at the time like was super nice and let us like use her credit card to rent a van from the airport. And so we just ditched the van at his house. We're like, we're gonna leave this here and have fun. Like
Yeah.
And then so we rent a 12-passenger Ford.
Yep.
And we're back on the road, and that thing slays. It's got AC, it's fucking
Boom.
CD player. We're like, all right, now we're doing it. Even though it's so expensive, we're like, we're not going to make any money.
Well, dude,
that's already the case.
You like that van, like 4 of the major components of
So
the
bad,
vehicle all went awry for you
So
in
bad.
that first trip, dude.
Dude, I called the mechanic after the tour. I was like, dude, like, is there anything
You're
you
whacked,
can do? Like
dude.
a refund?
Yeah.
Like, can you help us in some way?
And
Like,
that's
what the fuck?
unfortunately like what's fucked up about our industry, dude, is that like the
He
honest
said
shops
it
like
was-
us, dude, we're honest, dude, and we always get looked at like we're gonna fucking scam you.
Dude,
we're gonna take your
people
money.
And that people who if someone doesn't understand something and they're like,
man.
I'm probably getting
Sponsored by a
scammed.
Traps Tire, not a center.
Dude, straight up.
No, but there's like a lot of those. Sorry to cut you off, Joseph, but real quick, there's like those videos that you see. Like I was randomly went down this rabbit hole of this like watching these videos where they set people up to see if they're full of shit, and they're like they like an air conditioner and they'll like unplug one wire.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
everything's
I've seen that.
perfect.
Yeah.
and they'll just be like, oh, you need a hole. It's gonna be like $3,000, and then one guy will just be like, no, dude, just fucking plug it in. Just whatever. My trip is the cost, you know. And
Dude,
like,
the thing is getting that. This is my thing. You find that quick fix and you say, "Oh, it's only this." No charge. Just think about us when the next time.
it's a good advertisement.
It's exactly it.
ARB.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah,
All good.
That's-
But no, for real, it's like that. You want to clientele is like the biggest thing.
No, it is definitely a. I mean,
Yeah, but
it's
not
definitely a big deal.
not everybody's allowed to wear sandals at work, dude. You know,
Dude, if I
like,
wore
Dude,
sandals,
if
at
you
work,
could not wear
there's
sandals
been
at work.
so many times that I would have
just kidding,
like
dude.
lost
Come
a toe or
what?
No, I've-
this thing.
What are you
fell
talking
on.
about?
He
Steel
was
toe-
very, very clothed.
Oh, steel toe
head to
sandals.
I
toe.
told you. That's what I'm
Steel toe
saying.
sand
Somebody
dude.
come up with steel toe sandals for me.
I
Yeah,
thought
the
you
fucking
had some
slices
already.
Achilles because his fucking heels exposed.
That's okay as long as his toes are all
As
right.
they said,
But
yeah.
it's funny. His stories are
But-
actually pretty funny because they actually remind me. Because even though my dad was a mechanic, he didn't really like teach me. I didn't really want to know. I wasn't like
Yeah.
interested in it. And like I actually did learn a lot about cars, just going on the road and dealing with issues. Like shit
Yeah.
would go wrong, and like we'd have to figure it out. Like, all right, well,
Yeah,
I guess
remember
this
you
is
guys
not
call
working
me
now.
when you guys
Oh
were
yeah,
on
multiple
tour with
times. We've
Decrepit,
called you a
where-
million times. Yeah.
where you're like and he and Matt had the worst car to have this happen, but his heater core went out.
Yep. That's
And-
exactly what I was thinking. What his story, like what he was
I
saying.
don't know
like,
what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
no,
Yeah,
the funny part, the story.
F-150. You guys were driving a Ford F-150. It was like
Oh, it
a
was
late
insane.
'90s or early.
No, that was
2000s.
Oh, it was the truck. Yeah,
That was the one
Yeah.
where Joel and Dan were laying. Like you guys would like lay in the.
Oh, we would
bed.
all switch off. We were all part of that. But like the one thing that was funny about that,
There was a
when,
camper shell. It's not
what
like
Joel-
you guys
what
were
Joel's-
just exposed. That'd be
what-
fucked up, dude.
Oh, it was fucked up. But not what Joel number one was talking about was
Are you Joel
was
number
like a-
one, dude?
I mean,
Or wait.
two shit.
I'm not.
See,
No,
now
I'm
it's
number
good.
two.
No, dude,
You're
our
Riker,
guest
dude.
is
You're Riker.
Our guest
Wait.
is number one. He's the Joel number
Ah,
one.
damn.
For the
now I'm
for the few
Changing
hours.
it up.
I saw Joe number
don't-
4 over there, but like,
Five.
but it was a funny part because Matt actually had a knowledge of cars, like he knew cars, like he wasn't like dumb, but he was like,
Oh, yeah.
he knew what was gonna happen, like once that because it was like a coolant issue or something like that. He's all, dude, I'm just about to open this cap. It was like overheating and like pressurized and stuff, and he's all, I'm just gonna open this cap and it's gonna start
you're
shooting
gonna
everywhere. He
explode,
told everyone,
yeah.
he's
Yeah,
all. He's also
So
gonna start shooting
dangerous.
everywhere, and then we're just gonna go like this. We're gonna go like, oh, we don't know what's going on. And we were sitting there, just it was one of the hardest times I've
Yeah.
like had to like hold back my laughter because like, just like it's just shooting everywhere all over the gas of the gas station parking lot, and we're just going like,
Yep.
I don't know what's going on. I have no
Yeah.
idea. We're like trying to
And
play
what
dumb.
sucks, dude, is that could have been an easy fix on most vehicles, but that truck specifically it's an 8-hour job.
Yeah, yeah.
It's-
Oh
it's-
god damn. That's so
yeah.
expensive.
No, we were putting band-aids on everything because we had to be at the next show. Like,
But
what
if
Joel
you
was
want a
saying.
heater core, you want a heater, you need a heater.
Oh, that's a
core.
different one. That was
And
a
you
different
guys
one.
were in the winter.
That was a
it
different one. That
was-
was towards the end of it. Yeah, where the heater.
You guys had to
core
buy
went out.
like a space heater, right?
Yeah, we had to like we had the power inverters. And we had these little like heaters just to like keep us like keep us alive.
Keep it alive, yeah.
Like it was so fucking cold that we were
But
like,
it was the truck, right? The
yeah,
heater
it was the
went
truck.
up.
We were like
The
all in
truck, yeah,
cocoon. We were cocooning in all like
Oh,
like
that's
fucking
Snuggle
sleeping
up,
bags,
yeah.
like in all parts of the car or a truck. That everyone had to have a sleeping bag on. It was like insane, but. It's like what Joel was saying. It's like we got to get to the next show. We got to do this. This is huge.
Dude,
and
you have to.
So you guys
Yeah.
dumped the money on a rental, but you're like, fuck it, let's
We
do
borrowed it.
this.
Yeah. Like,
Boom.
we were like, we'll
So
pay
now
back
it's-
after.
So now you're already
Yeah.
you already accept. All right, dude, this is going to cost us a lot more money than we
Oh,
thought.
dude.
You know, we had a fantasy about this, but reality hit us. But we still are prepared. We
did it.
still want to go out and play shows.
Back on the road.
Boom.
Fuck yeah.
Get out on the road
Uh,
again. So where's
so-
the next spot?
The next show, Los Angeles at the Airliner, then Las Vegas at the Cheyenne Saloon,
Nice.
Denver, and that thing was, rental vans. They're fucking solid. Like,
yeah,
it works. Like,
Mhm.
so there's no more worries about a van. Thing was kind of packed though, because it was a 12 passenger with 5 people, all our gear. So we
Mhm.
were you couldn't lay down on a bench. No, let's say one bench you could lay down on, maybe. Let's see, 1, 2,
So
3,
reminiscent
4,
of
5.
bloodletting, dude.
So
We had
were
a
like
15
sitting,
passenger
sleeping.
van, no trailer, same thing. We were
Yeah, you're like-
all surrounded by our shit, dude.
You got to put your like sleeping bag case like right here so you can rest your head on it.
Yep.
Don't
Yep.
even use the sleeping bag, like just or like a backpack. Like you got to like. Oh man, I remember a few times waking up like falling into the gap like of the where the door is like it's like about to like fucking fall into the gutter in front of the doors. That man, we slept at truck stops. We had like no money. We slept at a lot of Walmarts.
Walmart.
I've always, dude, every tour I do, we sleep at Walmart so
Yeah.
far. But I remember just one time I was so uncomfortable, I just got out and like got a piece of cardboard and slept on the ground at Walmart. Just
Yeah.
like, I hate it.
Summers in the van fucking
Yeah.
suck, dude.
Dude, yeah. You'll get fucking eaten by mosquitoes, like depending on where you are. Like,
We slept underneath trees just to get out of the sun,
yeah,
dude.
Humidity,
Under a
man.
picnic
Humidity's the
table,
killer. That's the killer.
man, there's some spots like if you sleep on the grass, if you're at Walmart, there's usually grass behind the Walmart. Just fucking lay on the grass.
Like, bring some
I've gotten
There's
woken up by the
usually
employees,
grass
though.
behind a Walmart. Like they actually set that up. Like we're gonna have a little
Dude, yeah.
lawn area.
Oh yeah,
behind
there's
it.
little lawn areas. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
totally.
it's nature. Nature.
It's nature. There's Walmart nature.
Fucking, like ants and spiders everywhere.
You know, Walmart's kind of fucked up, but like, shout out to Walmart for like having that like
Oh,
one of
dude.
the only places that has that
Awesome.
rule. If we can like
You could
fucking
wake
be a
up all
band.
haggard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Walk in there like you're a crackhead and just be like, "What's up? I'm gonna use your bathroom."
Yeah, yeah.
we-
They're like they
we
don't even
never
look at
did
you
that.
weird. They're just like, "All right."
They're like normal customer.
Yeah. They're just like, "Eh, use the bathroom."
Actually, a
Girl,
pleasant
welcome to Walmart.
surprise. A pleasant
Yeah.
surprise.
Yeah, dude. They're cool at Walmart, dude. If I could get like a sponsorship membership to Walmart, I'd be set.
It's funny because like with Santa Cruz and where
For
we grew
sure.
up is like Walmart's like not allowed here. Like it's always been like
Yeah,
a
it's
small
like
business
one-
only thing, you know? So
Yeah.
like once we started hitting the
Oh,
road
right,
and actually
right,
like
yeah.
once we started hitting the road and like seeing Walmart, we're like, dude, socks are fucking $3. Like what the fuck's going on? You know, like,
Yeah.
we're like,
That's what's
everything
up,
just
dude.
changed. We were like,
Yeah.
what?
Boom.
It's
Buy
the tour
Yellow.
place.
Yeah.
That totally makes
Everything you
sense,
need.
dude.
Can I chime in about my connection to inanimate at this time?
Go for
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Before the tour, you guys were jamming with another guitarist, Ian, who we
Yeah,
just
dude, he was
saw.
on. On the first album.
He was on the
I
first
saw him
album,
the other day at Defeated Sanity.
and he was at shout out Ian Ritmaster.
Yeah, dude, that's the dude.
That guy's sick, and he was at Cabrillo with my brother at the time.
Yeah,
Um,
dude, yeah.
So you know my brother as well, and then
Just dropped an album.
my brother just dropped an album. Check it out. Elliot OK is the
Scope it.
name. But anyway, so Ian hit me up to do bass for Inanimate,
Did he?
and I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
because I was playing with Kanos at the time, and then I was like, yeah, dude, I'm way down with the album. I want to do it. But then he hit me up like the day later, and he's like, oh, dude, we found somebody else. I'm like, who was it? And they were like, Max Zigman. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, good choice. Max is
Mhm.
better than me,
Oh, yeah.
so good choice.
By the way,
He was
by the
on
way,
that tour
he
with
just
us.
texted me. He just
Exactly.
texted me about 5 minutes ago and said, "What's up to everyone?"
Zigman?
Joel.
shit.
What up,
Yeah.
Shout out to Max.
Dude,
He's
I haven't
worked at
talked to
Zigman,
him in a
dude.
long time, dude.
Dude,
He's
he
at,
played
uh,
bass for us on that tour.
Yeah,
That was-
exactly.
He was
He's
in
at
the
Fel-
van I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Shout out to Max.
So that-
I should have said who was all there. But
Real quick, is anybody else hearing echoing when everybody talks? No matter who talks, I'm hearing a slight echo. So that's
I
probably.
think it's probably just the
me.
marijuana with the beer.
No, dude, it's totally not the marijuana, dude. It may be the
But-
beer.
That could have been
I'm-
me on
I
that
haven't
tour. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not like built for the road that gnarly. I probably would have complained and been whiny and shit. I expect to be treated very well on our tour in August. So,
oh, dude,
The
we'll be chilling,
professor
man.
coming through
That's
with
gonna be
a
a
weight.
sick-ass tour.
What is that called? A rider. He's coming in with a rider, bro.
Yeah.
yeah.
well, with T-Law on the little
I
run
need
we
a
just
full
did,
encyclopedia.
well, yeah, we had a 15-seater and we had 2 benches for sleeping alone, and we didn't even need them. Like we were staying at houses each night, but anytime we were driving, it was like a 4-hour trip from Fresno to LA. I'm just like lying as much space as I want. I'm just, this is the
Oh,
dream,
man.
dude. Like
Living
I
that
never had to
life,
do the
dude.
like touring in the early 20s thing. I just totally got past that part. So
Fucking brutal,
Dude, I drove a Sprinter just today. Actually, it was a conversion that I was like, dude, if everybody's kind of not, okay with being like in tight quarters, it was a small little camper style, and I was like, if you guys really, if everybody could just tough it out for sleeping closer than normal, you could
Mhm.
probably make that work as a fucking sick tour van too.
Well, that's what the-
Bathroom, everything, little kitchenette.
yeah.
in a
What's
Sprinter.
what's it called? When we toured with Hate Eternal, that was like
dude.
Eric Rutan's fucking like investment. He like bought $100,000 Sprinter and was ripping it all apart to like have stacked bunks in it.
Yeah.
yeah,
and, like,
he's
it
got
was-
a
but it's-
video of that.
Yeah, it's like it's actually come along a lot more because it was like in the preliminary stages, like back when he was doing it. But he was like, "Fuck it, we gotta invest in. Like, I don't want to fucking pay these companies all this money because there's like Bandigo and stuff like that, which like we've used in our first tour was Bandigo.
Which,
with,
and
like,
it was pleasant. It was a pleasant experience, but
well,
it's
yeah, they
still
had fucking
expensive, dude.
PlayStation like and
Yeah.
screens that dropped down, and we're like playing PlayStation on
Oh,
our first
damn.
U.S. tour. Yeah,
Yeah.
So that was really cool, but it was like almost like the writing was on the wall a little bit. Like shit, what are we? I feel like because they're like it's gonna be this much, and I'm like, but then the mileage, it's like I felt like it was like it's a good like initial offer, but like when you rent a car or rent like a U-Haul or something, like yeah, it's $29.99, dude. It's fine, dude. And then you bring it back,
There's
it's
the
like
hidden shit.
it's $9,000, dude.
Oh,
It's fine,
dude.
dude. You know what I
They
mean?
charge you for the miles and
Yeah. Once you go over or something like that, then it's
Yeah.
like it's just brutal. So a lot of bands need to watch out for that
$3,000.
because it looks really cool and the presentation's really cool on that stuff. And a lot of bands and Bandigo's doing great, by the way. They they had Obscura's vehicle and stuff. They still, for a lot of big bands, they'll still have good deals and stuff if you know what the price is going to be. But initially we were like, whatever, dude, it's gonna be $2,000 for like a whole 30 days of us like pissing in this vehicle and like running into stuff and like
Gatorade,
Gotta
Gatorade, big
get that
bottles,
insurance.
the
Get
wide
that insurance.
mouths, dude.
Oh, the insurance is
Perfect.
huge for that.
We
yeah,
dented the fuck out of a van and we brought it back and they're like, cool, thanks. And we're like, later. And they didn't bill us or anything.
They kind
We
of
had
figure
insurance.
that's going to happen. I think there was like
Yeah.
2 out of the 4 bands within hours of us being in New York City got into accidents. You know?
Oh yeah. No, we got in 2 accidents and one in our first like entrance in New York City. Someone like hit us or hit Decrepit and then hit us and then took off Decrepit's mirror. And they just like were trying to be like, they were just like, fuck it, it's New York, brother. Like, get the fuck out of my way. Like, and like, I remember like, and
You guys are
fucking,
pussies, dude. You guys drive like Californians. Oh yeah.
oh yeah, what's in the California plates? Like the disrespect you get around the United States is terrible. Like it's like once you leave California, it's like fuck you, dude. Like you're like the New England Patriots of like football. Like we hate you. You know what I mean? It's like it's funny. They literally in like Louisiana and stuff, we just get pulled over constantly. Like we would go through the whole United States and do full tours, and then we'd hit Louisiana, get pulled over 3 times in Louisiana, and like they'd be like,
Ohio,
you're swerving.
Similar.
Oh, yeah, it's like they just want.
Ohio's fucking. They have traps everywhere. Like you'll be going 75, like the speed limit. All of a sudden, the sign says 55, and you get pulled over. Like,
yeah,
there's
They're
like a
hiding right
trooper
behind the
waiting there.
sign.
He's like, I'm gonna get this guy. I'm gonna get him. Boom, just pulls you over.
Oh, through Louisiana, I'd be like, dude, Bill, sit in the back, dude. I don't want them to see a dreadlock person.
See
in
the
front.
dreads,
Like,
dude?
yeah, because they literally they like fucked with Dan. I remember one time.
It was Alabama, wasn't it?
No, it was Louisiana. Louisiana
was
was the most fucked
Alabama.
one.
It was
No, Louisiana's like the most fucked off one. It's like I've been fucked with so much there. I remember I was front seat with Dan Eggers, and like he was like, he's driving fine, and then we see a cop. He's like, oh shit, we're going like 2 miles over the speed limit. Pulls us over, and he's like, you're swerving everywhere, and we're like, well, we weren't. We don't really have anywhere to prove it.
Said the trailer was swerving like a
I was watching. I was sitting in the front. It was not swerving. It was like I was because I was
Even if it was,
like,
that could just be a weight distribution issue.
no, it wasn't though. I was watching it. It was completely. It was like, dude, you're just fucking with us. I could tell. And like they pulled all of us out, and they're like, you guys have weed on you, and like started like searching us and shit. Yeah, it's how Bill. I'm like fucking Bill, like fucking put a ski mask on or something, dude. Like,
No,
One of those.
well, you can't
Bald head
hide
wig.
those. It's like
well, you got to put the
Yeah.
Pro America stickers on your trailer. You got to put like the Pro America stuff, like whatever is like popular, the Pro America stuff. Just put it all over your trailer.
Let's go,
Fuck
Brandon.
yeah, dude.
stuff.
Yeah, let's go, Brandon. Oh, if you get let's go, Brandon, you're never gonna get pulled over. And then when you get to the East Coast, you might want to pull it off, and then like.
or yeah,
for a
that's what I'm
while.
saying. You make like a Velcro version, like it's just like, all right, dude, we're gonna go across the border. Dude, just slap it on real quick.
Well, if you don't-
Seriously.
we were talking about doing that back in the day. Remember that? We were like, we should put up like
Gotta hide these
signs of
The
whatever.
eagles
Yeah,
and the guns
yeah.
and freedom.
Yeah,
We were gonna put like a praise Jesus thing on there or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
we,
Oh,
we
dude.
were gonna. We're like, we're
American
Christian.
flag.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Or, yeah, the don't tread, and like the
We're get-
Jesus,
Like a
bangles.
church logo.
Yeah,
the
dude.
Jesus. What is it? The fish,
Uh,
the Jesus fish, and
yeah,
the
that
don't
Jesus
tread
fish.
right next to each other, dude. You're boom. You're
Uh,
golden right there.
Yeah.
They pull
I
behind.
don't
like,
even.
California.
The
oh,
flag
Jesus
is optional
Christ.
after that. The flag is optional after that. The American.
You don't want to go too overboard. They're gonna be like, are they trolling us? Pull them over.
Yeah. Everything. You have like, it's just stickers that
They're
are
all-
like proper.
Those are all
California.
the newest looking
Yeah.
stickers. Everything's
Drug-free.
old and frail, but these
Yeah.
brand new, fresh stickers
Dare.
right in the
God.
corner where everybody could see.
But
'em.
you guys live in the Bay Area. It's down here, man. That's the flags fly free on these trucks, and it's
dude,
down
get
south
ya.
here in Southern California. Oh yeah, dude. It's
They'll
I
cut
mean,
you off.
Sacramento is not very much different. Sacramento's probably even more
That's
like,
true.
gnarlier
Yeah.
than fucking San Diego. There'd be like, yeah, I would see the
They have,
gnarliest
like-
flags flying.
Yep.
Like white lives matter flags and stuff. Like
Oh,
it's like just going like through like gnarly ghetto parts of Sacramento. I'm like, Jesus, dude, like, you're trying to die. Like what's going on?
Yeah,
anyway.
it's just a bunch of peacocking, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
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 So
Just-
last thing about that tour, my connection was Ian hit me up. It's like, we're setting up a show in Santa Cruz, homecoming show. Did your band want to play it? And I was playing in a black metal band
yeah.
called Forest Muse, and we hopped on. And for us, that was so huge because we got to
I
open
remember that band.
for Gorod, and you guys as well. But we loved Gorod especially. And
So sick from France. Shout out to Gorod.
Fuck yeah.
Hell
Shout out
yeah,
to Rod.
dude.
Sick
Oh
dudes,
yeah, they're
dude.
amazing.
We got to meet them and play
So
with them at Maryland. Sick people.
That
And
was
they
the
still
best.
had
yeah.
the chick drummer. I forget her name, but that was when I don't know. Is she still in the band or is it?
Nah, there are a couple new drummers in at this point, but
Yeah.
I remember.
She's
I mean, she's
fucking
still on that
ripped,
Bleeding
dude.
Vision album. She's really good on that album. Yeah.
And I had mad respect for the bass player because he was playing barefoot.
Dude, that
you know.
guy, fucking.
We gave him a demo at that show
yeah.
too, and he's like, "How much?" And I'm like, "Dude, just have it. Like, I'm not gonna charge you for a demo." But he was nice
Dude,
enough
his
to ask how
bass-
much. So yeah,
Like his bass is fretted and fretless. I've never seen that before till I saw him play. Like fret
Wait,
1 through
wait.
7 is fretted,
Really?
and then between 7 and like 13 is fretless.
Yep.
And then there's more frets. It's the fucking.
It's
most
like an
insane-
all-in-one deal.
Yeah, so it'd be like, doo-doo-doo, like, because down low you do want frets. It makes kind of a lot of sense, like for the chunky shit. Like you probably want some
want
frets
it
down
gives
low.
it makes it more
Definition, yeah.
less seamless.
It's
Yeah.
funny because Ibanez
then
after
go,
after they did that, Ibanez tried to jump on that bandwagon and like make basses that were like that. Like they
Yeah.
tried. Well, they did the
It
ones
didn't
where
really
it'd be like
catch on. Yeah,
it didn't catch on. Yeah, it was
No.
like it was
It's sick,
was the
sick idea though.
low 3 strings I think
Insane.
were all fretted, and then the
Oh, that's
top
sick.
2 were fretless. So like you could do fretless on the high strings, but like the
Dude,
low
that's pretty
strings.
practical.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's already been explained to me
Insane.
on the show, but what's up with this new like fretboard where it's like frayed? Like I'm starting to see like the angles.
Joel,
and
take
shit
it
where-
away. Joel,
Yeah,
number
I
two,
want to
take it away.
know. I want to know
It has to do
why.
with the string tension.
Yeah,
It has better
multi-scale.
temperament than something that's fretted like this. The notes are more true to what they're actually supposed to be when you have fanned frets. Also, it's ergonomic. So when your hand's over here, it's like at that angle. When it's here, it's straight. When it's over here, you're like this. So like
So it's
the
better
frets
for
are
the
fanned
hand?
to the skeletal design of the human body.
So it's better
And
for your
also
hand,
the-
and it's more true to what it's supposed
Yeah,
to
the
sound like.
temperament is more on point with them shits. They're pretty
And
sick.
the,
dude. There's some,
the string tension too, with
fan
like the
frets
lower
are nice.
tunings. Lower tunings, like if you have
Yeah, it
lower
sounds
tuning, low
great.
strings.
the
yeah.
attack is really good. It's just like shin 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 shin.
do you have one there in the room to show us?
oh yeah.
No, dude, all mine are just classic. Fucking
Yeah.
I have one.
Oh,
Oh, you don't
bag
have-
shit.
Is it a weird thing to transition to? or is it-
I've
you
played a
pick it up
couple of
pretty
fan
quick?
fret guitars. They're nice. I like them. Oh, you got one, dude?
You can't really
Wait, that's a regular one, isn't it? Or no, is that fan fret?
It's hard to see on here, but it's like it's
Yeah,
one of
it's-
those.
it's just
how do you even
slightly,
put it to
yeah.
make it look. I don't know. You can kind of
Oh,
tell.
yeah.
It looks traditional
Yeah.
to me. My eyes are.
Oh,
Oh,
no, I
no,
see
no,
what
no,
you're
no.
talking-
Sorry, I
yeah,
see
yeah,
it now. I
yeah.
see
Look how
it
the
now.
bridge
Yeah.
kind of like the bridge is at an angle too to kind of like make up for it. But what I
Yeah.
always
And with
thought
the
like
pickup,
with basses
yeah.
you're seeing it a lot too. But it's so like if you're doing lower tunings, this low string won't be all flubby. It'll be like have more tension to it,
Flubby.
and then like
Shout out to
kinda- I don't know, just
Flub.
kinda makes
Shout
sense
out
if
to
you're
Flub.
down tuning.
hell yeah.
They're on
They're
tour.
on
right
tour
now.
right now. Yeah.
They are, yeah.
Yeah, Flub
With, like,
rules.
Wormhole.
And Party
Party
Cannon.
Cannon.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
It's
You
good
guys
shit.
are,
Go check it out.
Oh, I was seeing. I think that was the band. I was watching a video, and they were like, people were doing push-ups in the audience. Is that Party
Yeah,
Cannon? Is that?
That's
yeah,
sick,
yeah.
dude.
Sounds
That
about
was
right.
funny.
That's
I
like
saw that.
that's the extreme version of Cynic. Cynic gets you to do
Yoga.
yoga. Party Cannon gets you to do
Really?
push-ups.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
But dude, I guess so after that tour, we start getting some better shows. We got out there a little bit, and all of a sudden we get a tour offer to play with Cannabis Corpse and Mammoth Grinder in 2015, which
Nice.
is after the first 2 albums came out. And this is the shit. Like, so Cannabis Corpse has Phil Hall in that band, who's also in this band, Municipal Waste.
Okay.
Mhm.
Shout out to Phil.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
shit.
I know Phil.
So that guy's the man, pretty much. And we do that tour. It was the longest tour I've ever done. It was like, it's almost like 45 days just on the road, like playing like almost every day, pretty much every day. And it crossed the U.S. twice. We played shows all over the fucking U.S., got to the East Coast, played shows all over the U.S. on the way back, got back to the West Coast, and then back again, fucking to the East Coast and like up into Canada and like down south, and then back into California. That was such a long tour, but it was a blast. And those guys are super cool. You know those routing dates where you're just like, what am I doing here? You're like
Yep. They don't make any
where
sense.
you're like, it's a routing show, and you're just like, what is this? We played some show in like Farmington, New Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
Mexico.
I
I
played
played there
there.
too.
Yeah, it's called like the Metal Shop, or I don't know what it's called.
Yeah,
Some random
something like
shit,
that.
cliche. It was some dude's house, like it's
Yeah.
just his house, like his garage.
Yeah, we played
And
there
it was
too.
like
That guy's
played
cool.
it
Hell,
in the
if you're gonna
snow
buy the
by
tour,
the
if you're
Dollar
gonna-
General.
Yeah.
By like, yeah,
And
yeah.
he took us out to Taco Bell afterwards.
Dude, yeah, we ate pizza with his grandma and watched wrestling. Like they're hella hospitable.
Yeah.
So I ended up being sick, but I just always remember that show. Like there was like no one there. We're just like,
Dude,
like 5
same
people
exact
showed
story.
up.
I mean, on
Yeah.
bloodletting, like
It was
literally,
so cold.
there's people that like if they have the money to pay for the fucking package, then they're gonna get the package. Like it was like a Deeds of Flesh, Odious, Decrepit, Vile show, and it was like a
Yeah.
dude's birthday that we showed up to at a bar, and like wasn't promoted at all. It was just like just fucking play, dude. There's like probably bought the package for whatever it costs. And just like whatever, let's fucking hang out. And like there's like not anyone there.
Lubbock, Texas.
No,
Dude,
I think it was.
Lubbock.
I want to say Arizona somewhere, but I remember it was like the first like
Scottsdale
run in
or
where we're like, oh shit, there's like 5 people here to see us, and like,
Dude.
and they wanted you to sign a bunch of posters. Like, dude, there's like no one here.
Dude,
That
Why
was
would you
Lubbock.
sign
sell
it?
some
dude.
merch at
That was
those.
Lubbock, Texas. It was a fucking sports bar slash.
Okay, maybe it was then, because that's what it
yeah.
was. It
I
was
do
sports-
remember
we-
that.
and
I
we just,
remember
like,
that place.
Drove along a train track for like miles, dude, and then all of a sudden, boom, we're at Lubbock, Texas, dude.
I actually learned a lot from that show because I was still new on the touring circuit. I remember I was sitting with Deeds, like all watching. I forget who I was watching with Vile or I forget who I was watching, but
Oh,
he
yeah.
was like, I think
Dude,
Eric
Deeds.
Lindmark was just all like, "Hey, so what they're doing right now, you never want to do that." And they were going like, "Brr, bah, bah," like tuning on stage, and like
Oh,
it
dude,
might have been
that's a
Mike
no-no.
Hamilton or it might have been
Can't do
Eric,
that.
but he was like, "That's the number one thing you don't want to do right there. Don't do that." Like,
Don't
and I was like learning like little like
Yeah.
snippets of like what
All
not
that
to do.
stuff.
Like,
Keep as
Don't
much
do
of
that.
it behind the scenes as you can, so you're just
Yep.
coming out like a murderer, you know,
exactly.
murderer in the sense of
those
killing the
guys.
crowd.
Hell yeah.
Dude, shout out to Mike Hamilton.
Oh yeah, my
Dude, that
dad.
guy's the man. Dude, check out his coffee
our dad.
company.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
Battle
Battle
for
for
Coffee.
coffee. We didn't even fucking say it in the beginning, dude.
Check
Dude,
that
I mean-
shit out.
We got it. See,
Scope
it was
Oh, we
ready to go.
both quit.
Buy like you get a subscription to that shit, and they'll send you like a big ass 5-pound bag, like every once in a
Oh,
while.
yeah.
Just eat.
Dude, I have a
the
vacuum
coffee.
sealer. I buy not from. I haven't gotten a 5-pound bag from them, but that's kind of how I did it for a while. Was buy a 5-pound bag, and then just vacuum seal each pound.
Oh shit,
You know,
pounds of coffee.
dude, that's what you need, dude. You need
Dude,
pounds of coffee.
I can't even
bro.
live without. Coffee's pretty good, man.
Oh,
I
dude,
can't even live without.
my
it,
day's
I'm pretty sure.
way different if I don't have at least a cup of coffee. You know,
Yeah, dude, it's no big deal. You just
boom,
you're good.
real quick, dude. Just fucking, just brew. It's so weird. Well, coffee is so weird because it's like it's a seed inside of a fruit that is
Yeah.
dried and roasted. Then we grind it up and brew water, and it gets us jacked, dude.
Dude,
then we
straight
snort it.
jacked.
I-
Yeah, we eat it.
They're probably. I
bean.
wonder if you
Crush
like had a
the
snuff
coffee up.
version of coffee, just like
There
a
is
little
there's
Oh,
a
yeah,
thing.
it's
tobacco
like a
version.
dip. It's like
Yeah,
dip
there's a
coffee.
tobacco like
Yeah.
a certain part in Belgium that has like a like shove like tobacco in their nose, and they like
What the
they get
fuck?
all like they get like super up from it because it's like obviously like
Sure
the
that's
nicotine will
coffee.
get you
Well,
up.
dude, that literally was like I don't know. It's not snus. It's snuff. Where it was
Snuff, yeah, yeah.
a tobacco powder that
Uh,
people would
Put it in your
snort.
ear, dude.
Just put it in between your toes, dude. You're
Yeah,
fucking
your
you're good,
eyeball.
dude.
Coffee eye drops is the next big thing.
Coffee eye drops, dude.
When
Yeah,
you
dude. I'm
feel
tired
like
of
hella-
staining. I'm tired of staining my
hella
teeth. I'm
tired.
just gonna stain my eyes. You know.
Yeah, fucking.
So Joel, like
absorbs better.
just kind of getting along back on the story, but how did you meet up with like I keep saying it wrong. Ominous. I would say omnious every time. Ominous.
Yeah. So yeah, we did the third inanimate album, which was this.
Oh, that yeah,
album,
yeah.
Calling
Totally.
from a Dream, drawn by Hareen Cash Money. The guy's a shredder at art. It's fucking like jellyfish and shit.
So
Oh,
you
yeah.
played the Blue Lagoon with Riley. Did you play? You were. I may have met you that night. Did you play that night in Santa Cruz?
Which band?
Inanimate.
Inanimate.
Oh, probably, dude. We played there a bunch of
With
times.
Riley, right?
Yeah, he
You
did vocals
okay.
on Never Ending Cycle of Atonement.
That's
the
probably
second
when
album.
we met, dude. We probably met that
Yeah.
night. There was
Maybe.
like a homeless dude who was in a fucking wheelchair, and it was like freezing cold, dude, and he was just sleeping in the wheelchair down the fucking. All right, sorry.
Damn, dude, that's how it goes, man. It's fucking rough out there.
All right, sorry.
But yeah, that album came out and it was pretty sick. It was some different ass shit. We were trying. I don't know. I've like never done the same thing twice musically. It's weird. I'm always just like, let's do this.
That's not
Now
weird.
Let's do this.
That's cool, dude.
So we got one of the sickest tours I've ever done. One of my favorites. By the way, I'm skipping some tours. There's a few like smaller ones that happened. Like there's like this one with Wrath.
Oh,
Wrath is cool. I don't know. I think there's another Unique Leader band.
Dude, I have that Gorod
This is it.
laminate too. An animate
Oh,
Gorod
nice.
laminate right there. Yeah.
There is.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That was the sickest tour that we did. I think like that
Oh
was,
damn.
or at least when
Yeah.
I was in the band, it was Vital Remains.
Nice.
Fucking Black Fast, which is like a thrash metal band. Wait, I think they're thrash death. They're in Furnace tour. So 2016, that was the year.
You guys
Colin
were the
from
standout on that bill.
We were doing some shit, some tech death. Let's go. This one's like
Some TDM,
yeah,
dude. Some TDM.
technical
Yeah.
death metal.
Palladium. Yeah. Cool.
It's pretty sick.
yeah.
Masquerade is tight, dude.
Yeah.
There's some cool fucking
The Rabbit Hole?
Aftershock. Red St. Vitus, you have to play there. You can't skip that shit. Voltage Lounge. That was a sick tour, and Eric Rutan's hella cool, so shout out to that guy.
Dude,
Totally.
anybody, dude, we already said it, but him with Cannibals, the fucking, it's
yeah.
the most death metal feeling to watch that happen, dude. Literally,
Yeah.
it was such an experience.
Extreme close up. But they had Hannes Grossman on drums on that tour.
Oh,
Yeah.
And it was
fuck.
fucking, he was the shit, dude. He just he
Shout out
shreds
Hannes.
so
He's
much.
been on. He's been on here.
The
There
Hate
we go.
Eternal
Yeah.
with Hannes on drums was sick.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
the shit, dude. That guy is a monster, dude.
Oh,
Playing
totally
and
monster.
Hannes playing Hate Eternal material was unreal. Watching that every night, he was like,
Right.
just
Yeah.
like that the whole night. It never stopped.
Yeah. I saw
Hannes
that.
is
He's the
awesome,
shit.
dude. He's a good dude.
Yeah, he
just
is.
from
He's super nice.
doing our episode, he was definitely very
Oh,
polite.
I gotta watch that.
yeah, dude.
Oh yeah. It's awesome.
Damn, you guys
Killer
interviewed him?
episode.
That's
Yeah,
sick.
he's a
dude.
homie.
Come
Talk
on,
about
dude.
that
Now
science.
that you're gonna be on it, you gotta go.
Gotta watch
into
all
the
of them.
backlog a little bit, dude. I
I
know
got,
there's
like
70,
200 hours. of
73 episodes. There's way
Whew,
more
here
than
we go.
200 hours,
Marathon.
dude. Think about how many
Gotta watch
hours,
You
dude.
gotta watch it without stopping.
Let's
too.
say
Just-
two
you can't
hours.
sleep till it's over.
Wait, no, then 2 hours,
hours.
is less than 200. If it was
But, so
74
we
episodes.
did that. Dude. Fucking that tour was sick. We did a couple more. It got to the point where, let's see, this was 2016. That was the point where I was like, I think I was just like suffering from some like mental health issues, and I was like, man, I just quit the band. I was like, a bunch of shit weighing on me, and I was just like, almost not even premeditated. I just like, I was like, hey guys, I quit. Good luck. No bad blood. Like, I hope you guys kill it.
Yeah.
I just kind of fucking deleted or deactivated my social media accounts, and I was just like, I just checked out on. I don't know.
You
I was
just
in a
burnt
weird
out
spot
on everything.
mentally. It was odd. This was like 2016. I think there's just shit going on in my life and my head that I had to deal with.
Yeah. So was it the music that was overwhelming, or was it something aside from that?
I think I think everyone just had a lot of room to grow at that point, and like it just seemed like the right thing to do in a way. It was also just really like I was kind of done. I was like, So there's no like bad blood or anything.
No, for sure. What I'm asking is, you weren't denouncing you weren't like stepping back from music.
No,
you
I
were-
kept
okay.
doing music. I was actually going to school full time.
Because people can
I was
get
kinda-
burnt out on the touring and stuff, you know. And,
I was-
and
yeah, I
want to
was
step
just-
away from everything.
It was just shit I had to deal with, kind of that, and I was
Yeah.
just like, man, like I'm kind of done. I'm like, looking back, I don't know what I was thinking, but like, you know how shit like that goes. But I was just like, I'm kind of done.
Yeah.
And so I did a couple other albums. I did a jazz EP because I was studying jazz. We were talking about Ray Brown earlier. I was kind of, I was like, I'll get my degree. I was teaching guitar a lot, doing some music. I did like some jazz shit. I think I have some on my computer here. If you want to check it out.
Was there a jazz EP?
Yeah, what's the name of the EP?
This. It's called Red Wake. It was a one-off fucking thing I did on Bandcamp.
Is it under your name? Just
one
Joel
word. Here, I'll play some. You can
Guernsey?
check it out.
Yeah.
Check it. Tell me if you. Oh no! Let me play a different song. No, I'll play that. Fuck it. Actually, no. I'm gonna play the one that's like hella grooving.
Groove out.
I'm down with them hella grooves, bro.
Groovy.
That's like the hell. So I played. Here's the crazy part. I played bass, guitar, and drums on that. Like I had an E kit I was using. So I just had an E kit with real cymbals, and I just fucking. I had so much time on my hands because I wasn't in a band. And I was just like, I'll fucking do this. Here's like another snippet. It's kind of a dynamic album. But so that was pretty fun. It was just kind of
sick.
That was
thing.
sick.
That was
Shout
and if
out
you
to
think
my
about
cousin Eric, dude. This is fire.
Dude, I thought that was you. I was like, oh shit, what that album's called? Inscribed
Yeah.
in Time.
That was sick. Some cool ass music. I like that a lot.
I guess
Yeah,
it's
dude.
not all
Really
jazz.
good.
Some of it was, but some was just
Oh,
like
it's
whatever
cool,
I was
dude.
feeling.
Clean.
Dude, what that album call?
It's called Inscribed in Time. Inscribed in Time. I was hella deep, man.
Nice.
Yeah,
That song was
Described in
called-
time, dude.
I remember when you dropped that. I
Shadow
checked the whole
Guide.
thing out. It was fun. Yeah.
It's
Sick,
cool.
dude.
I recorded that with Max Zigman. I just went to his like
Oh, sick.
at a studio in
Yep.
The Watsonville spot?
yeah,
Corlitos?
at, like, a
Farmhouse?
Corlitos?
storage
Yeah.
locker. Yeah.
Dude,
That
I
was just
did
kind
my
of a
first.
one-off thing.
I did my first podcast there, and
Oh,
I
yeah,
recorded
that's where
some
you started.
unreleased shit.
That's where you guys did that, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Shout out to Max.
Max.
Fun
yeah.
spot.
No, he
Hi,
sent me a
Max.
screen. He sent me a picture. He's doing sound at the Felton Music Hall right now for kind of a well-known band, whatever. But yeah, he says what's up. I already said that already, but
Oh,
send me a
nice.
picture.
So
He wants to be here.
Nice.
nice.
Get him on.
Yeah, for sure.
But since you covered "Calling from a Dream," I think, right, Joel?
Cover? No, I wrote that song.
I mean, you
or-
talked about it while I was
Oh,
gone
right.
a second ago.
I wrote
I was
that.
like-
fucking cover shit.
Yeah.
Hey, it's my song.
I
So
just wanted
you
to-
invented that, dude?
No, I just wanted
what
to
are you
shout
saying?
out that me when I was in Transcend the Realm, we got so down to that album.
It's
And
pretty
like,
sick, dude.
I remember driving with my homie Max Visbeek, our singer guitarist, and like,
the Max.
dude, yeah, another Max. Every time any riff change, we would like both hum it, like we knew each fucking part of that entire album, and we'd like sing along to like the chick singer. We like knew all the fucking. She's so sick. I love that album, man. And the singles off The Never Ending Cycle, I listened to again last night. And dude, Staring Through Fire is still one of the sickest fucking Cali death metal songs of all time, dude.
That was one of my
I'm punishing you right now, but yeah, I really fucking like all those songs from that album. Omen and Rune of Destruction. Rune is so sick too.
One. Yeah.
So I'm just
Joseph, real quick, you just said when I was in Transcending the Realm, it's not a thing anymore, or
we're still gonna release the next album. We just haven't gotten together in a while. But I saw the boys at Between the Buried and Me and Car Bomb a couple weeks ago and talked about it. So yeah, I know I'm sitting on this record. I recorded the drums at Casey's studio and they came out really good, and I'm just waiting to get it out. So I will.
While I was working on Joseph's car, we talked about this. Joseph's got quite a bit of material that he's sitting on that he wants out. So all you people that are in bands with the Professor, dude, let's get
I'm
it
working
out
with
there.
a producer named Sebastian Sampson. Shout out. I think his nickname is Seabass, and he produced
Seabass.
He remixed. I put out that drum video of Hollow by Dreamer. He like heard that. He's like, "Yeah, let me remix it." So I just sent him the stems, and he sent me like a much sicker mix, which I posted on my own YouTube. So it's out there to check out. And yeah, he's killing it. His band is called Indra. Anyway, so I really liked all of Joel's stuff that he wrote up until the present era, and I was a big fan of you. And I was a little intimidated because I'm like, dude, you're so good at guitar and all this shit. So
I suck at it. But dude, thank you. But yeah, after you're asking about like Ominous, so after that EP I started Axial, which was instrumental tech death band I'm working on that I started and wrote all the music and shit for.
So that's your band.
I was bumping that at work today.
At this point, it's like a solo project. It's but I'm starting to like. I have a new album written for it. There's, I could play a snippet. I don't know if you want to hear anything.
We'd love to hear it.
Snippet.
Oh, sick.
Totally, dude.
Let's see which part this is.
I love this setup, by the way, dude. This is like the best sounding.
Oh yeah, you're
music so far. However, you got this set up. We got to get this. We got to get this.
This is shred up, dude. It's super good.
Maybe, dude, it'd be sick if what he's doing we can do for the album review, make it sound better, you know? I don't know.
Dude.
Oh fuck yeah. I don't know if I can by Sunday, but hell yeah. I don't know, maybe if Joel's available to help me
dude, what if it's something dude,
Joel
Joel the anti-banana Joel.
Joel never runs off the hook. Yeah.
I like bananas, dude.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, I'll play it quickly. Oh fuck. Yeah, I'll just start in at this clean part because it's kind of pretty sick. There's some weird shit I did on this album like this.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit, little new metal. Oh fuck yeah, dude.
don't know. I
Sick.
was just fucking
Yeah.
around.
That's
I
super
made this
sick.
during COVID.
I think
Actually,
you know.
I was
You
like,
say you don't know, but you know.
I know it's like it's
Know
like
what
it's like
I'm
cool, like
doing.
that stuff like right, you played like oh this is stuff right after high school. It's
This
like a
shit.
professional sounding band. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is where it's come
Yeah.
now.
That was
That's
like
awesome,
some
man.
bored during COVID shit. I couldn't even. It sucked because I couldn't. I did it with Zach Oren at Shark Bite Studios, and like he
Yeah.
wouldn't let me come in to like because we were like, oh, we can't be in the same room. You know how all that shit was. So I had to like
Oh, during COVID.
send him
yeah.
notes. I'd be like, okay, I reamped it. Send me notes. I was like, do this, this is just like pages of notes. Like I want you to do this. If I was in the studio, I'd be like, do this, press that. Like if you could turn
Yeah.
this up and this down. Like so, it was a
Yeah.
weird process. I still would have. It turned out okay, but I wish I could have gone into the studio. And I also during COVID made like 13 rap beats, dude. Fucking so many. Like here's one. I made like
Or Anthony
1,000.
Freestyle.
That's awesome. Dude.
No, dude, don't. No, you can't just.
That sounds like
bro.
I'm gonna rally, Cali.
Yeah.
I feel like Cool
Podcast.
Keith or something. You know?
I'm gonna fuck your ass. Trump's Tire and Auto Center.
Taps tire.
My
Keep
dick
out
is
Simmons.
a bender.
Taps tire.
Dude, no, I could have done it earlier, but now it's too much alcohol, dude. I'm gonna. Okay.
Do you like?
But there's like
Triple
hella
Beamer.
beats.
Do you listen to
Aw.
Cool Keith at all?
Oh, dude, Doctor
Cool.
Doom, Cool Keith.
Oh, yeah.
Dr.
Ah,
Octagon,
dude.
Kind of
what
reminds me of some Cool
fucking
Keith shit, dude.
Ultramagnetic MC. Yeah, dude,
Hell
I love
yeah,
all that
dude.
shit.
You know
I
what's
love
up,
that
dude.
stuff.
You know what's up, dude.
Gosh, dude, thanks, man. This one's pretty weird.
All right, Anthony,
Like,
take it away.
Why do I always need to take it away?
Because you're the
Shoot.
freestyle guy.
No, I'm gonna make you pay. If I'm gonna take it away, I'm raping the day. What? See, I'm too drunk. That's okay,
Like-
because I still smoke
like-
the skunk, feel the funk.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
What up?
They got this everything.
All of a sudden, Casey's in fast forward.
I need the vocal effects like Joel's got. Tell him to.
You need
Like,
the
it was
vocal
pretty
effect. Why?
crazy.
All of a sudden, you with the filter,
He
you
did
can
one.
do
He
it?
did one. You missed it.
What
No,
happened?
see, the thing is that
That
you
was
guys
just for
put-
hype.
That's hyping.
That was
it.
just for
Hype,
hype,
hyper,
dude. And I didn't do anything to hype it. But I might just fight it. Don't try to rewrite it. Because I'm not written. I'm going to be spitting.
I just muted him. He doesn't even know.
This podcast, having fun, rapping. Got Mr. Trap when I'm
That's me.
That was pretty crazy. I'll just play one more and be. There's. I have like almost 20. Like that. I was making like.
It's so funny because I keep on trying every single time a beat goes.
You're all, I'm not gonna
dude.
do it. You're all Trap. Come in with it. Tires. Fucking got it.
I'm rewired off some tires. You know, actually inside there is metal braids inside of the tire. It's not just rubber. There's metal involved. I hit the pedal.
What if you just like shredded over this, dude? It'd be sick.
A fucking
That's what I'm gonna
shredder.
do on Twitch.
That's
I'm
the
gonna-
Twitch.
Down. I'm
Uh,
ready. How about
That's
right
part
now?
of what I'm gonna do. Like that was in my set list. Is I put a few because I gotta use them for something. I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those
try
are
to
all
like
dope,
shred
though.
over these.
See the smooth groove. That dude, you are
Oh, yeah.
from the Bay, no doubt. Like
Dude,
for
we grew
sure,
up on
no.
that. Yeah.
Like most people don't even know what I just said, but
I don't
like
even
this
know.
is like real Bay sounding shit.
Yeah.
Then let's go off a little bit. So, do you know about like Frisco rap at all?
Dude,
like-
I listen. We never talked about it, but oh shit, plug in it.
Yeah.
There it is.
Seven
Fucking,
G's,
dude.
dude.
Go
Seven
fucking
G's.
follow him. Go
7 Gs,
subscribe. Do all
dude.
shit.
That's
Get that guitar
use a
going,
cell
dude.
phone
3,
plan
4,
with
5, 6,
7G. But I actually
7G.
grew up on a lot of hip hop, like Nas and like.
That's
we were
the
talking
East
about
Coast shit,
Dr.
but I'm
Doom.
talking like bass.
Oh, that's
shit,
totally
like-
that's easy. I
the
guess
shit
so. If we're talking about the Bay Area, you always know E40's in the mix.
hell yeah.
But what? Yeah, who you think?
Well, have you heard of like 11.5?
I haven't heard that. No.
Yeah,
like,
don't get Anthony on.
scope.
He knows everything you've never heard
everybody
of.
like your Vegas. Everybody like your everybody smoke. Nobody?
Dude, fucking.
Fuck,
I guess I
God.
listen to a lot of East
I guess I'm in a
Coast shit,
bubble,
too.
dude. I guess I was in a bubble.
You know
like Mac
Redman
Dre.
and Method Man, like those guys.
I've heard of the Wu-Tang Clan.
You keep
The
saying
Wu-Tang
East Coast
Clan?
shit.
They're on the
was
West
saying
Coast.
East Coast
I,
shit.
Or
we
East
played a
Coast,
show
sorry.
with Decrepit at the Key Club, and I walked down to
Who
get
did?
pizza. Or Decrepit Birth, when I was in the band. We
Was
played
Method
Key
Man,
Club,
right?
and I walked down to the pizza
Method Man
place,
was that
and it
dude?
was no, it was Redman.
Oh,
At
Red
the
Man.
pizza place, and I was like ordering my pizza, and this guy was like, "It's like man," like all loud. I was just
So
like,
sick.
and I turn around, and he's
Huge
like with his
fan, dude.
girlfriend or something. And I was just like, "Oh
Yeah.
shit!" And I was like, "Okay,"
Check out
Play it cool, dude,
Red
play it
Man,
cool.
dude.
but that was
That
rad.
album, Muddy
Yeah.
Waters.
Fuck yeah, those guys are sick,
Keep-
man.
I'm
Yeah,
down
they-
with the East Coast
Bo?
shit, but I was just saying,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I wanted so E40 is mainly like, or like Too Short, like that's the
Mac
area.
Dre's and
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
Black Market Records. You got all
Oh,
those
what's
guys.
up? That okay? Now we're talking, dude.
Sacramento
So
stuff.
you're all about Brother Lynch and
Dude,
Brother Lynch is like the
Season of
only
the Sickness
rapper I
is
like.
a sick album. That's,
Oh, fuck
that's
yeah.
a masterpiece. Season
Nice,
of the Sickness.
dude.
Oh yeah,
Too
yeah. That's
Short,
my
dude.
favorite. That's my favorite.
X-Rated.
That's my favorite rap album.
It's so good, dude. I've probably listened
Yeah.
to that like.
And when I
hundreds of
packed me a
times.
gun, and
Oh, shit.
when I was young, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the shit,
But I-
dude.
My
I guess
favorite
we
one is like
didn't
it goes
really-
like it starts off. It goes like when I fucking. I'm just kidding.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's
Scared me
that's
for a
actually
second.
that's where we stole our intro from Season of the
Oh,
Sickness.
shit,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice, dude.
exactly.
Isn't that a carcass? Oh,
dude.
So
Carcass.
so. Oh, dude. So we're getting back into the death metal a little bit.
Oh yeah, ominous and shit.
Yeah, ominous. So like,
we listen to death metal. All right.
yeah, yeah. Fucking, you play it really good too. You play it really good death. You play really good death metal.
But so did that ominous. So during COVID, I was bored as fuck doing this rap beats. Like,
Yeah.
make that. Let me do this fucking.
Have you
Axial
sold any rap
album.
beats? Have you sold any for
No,
like?
they're all on my computer. I actually
Okay.
wrote lyrics for some of them, but I was like, this is better left unsaid, probably. But so I play Magic the Gathering a lot during COVID. I have like
There's been like a resurgence of
Commander format.
I'm
Like
playing
I have
it.
like shit like.
God, I wish I knew. I used to be so into like Marvel
I
cards.
spend
as
like
a kid.
thousands on this shit.
that. Dude,
Here's the last
see?
sliver.
So now
Uh,
that's the coin shit that I'm talking about. Me and the coins, it's the same thing. Like,
Can you play coins though?
You
I'll
can't.
play,
You
I'm gonna make up a game, dude.
Gish Rad.
can play them like Pogs or something.
Because I'm
Dude,
training
dude, I wouldn't-
hard.
I wouldn't throw these. They're too precious, dude.
Me,
I got
I
Mitch,
was
Pogs
down with
right
Pogs.
here.
I was down.
Mitch-
Oh,
with
you got
them
Pogs
ones,
right
dude.
there. Oh my God, he's got Pogs right there.
Fucking-
Oh my God.
my God,
Dude, we
we're-
got
Holy shit.
hell
Okay.
of Pogs right
Wait,
now.
I'm gonna
wait,
start
wait,
collecting
wait, wait.
Pogs. Like
Everybody
from
calm
day-
down. Everybody calm down. Everybody calm down.
No, we can't
Joel.
right now. He just brought up
Joel
Pogs,
number
dude.
one. Joel number one. I need to see your slammers right now, bro.
right here.
Show us your
Slammers.
slammers, dude.
Oh, where's your?
Yeah.
You got an
Metal.
8-ball
Look
slammer
at
in there.
that, dude. See?
Oh.
Oh,
I'm gonna start
man,
collecting
dude.
Pogs today again.
Dude, let's
Do it
play
again, dude.
Pogs.
Okay,
You
so
live
it's
close
dude.
by.
So which
Let's play
one?
Pogs.
What is each? Why? Do you have a?
What?
Or are you just like, oh, these are cool?
This one is dude, this one's actually pretty sick. Collector's edition 1994 laser engraved black
Dude,
Widow.
I'm actually down to fucking collect
Dude,
Pogs
see,
right now.
you're tickling my taint so hard right now.
Dude, we got this shit. It's like a holographic. No, wait, no, it's not. It's just like shitty reflective.
It's like
shit.
acrylic, but it's yeah.
I wonder what
had
like the
acrylic
nowadays
ones.
like how many years of Pogs has been out? Like they haven't been like in for a while. Like wonder what the most
Let's bring
expensive
Pogs
Pog
back.
is right now. Like what's the most expensive
Dude,
Pog?
I've never
like
looked
out
it
there?
up.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
probably
know.
like
They would come
there's
in
Super
cheap.
Soakers. I like was starting to buy Super Soakers again because I'm like, dude, those were sick when I was a kid. And Pogs the same thing, same time frame.
Dude,
It was
bring
like
it back.
We
Actually,
had,
collect
we had, I had like
Bring back
Pringle
Pogs.
bottles. I had
Yeah.
Pringle bottles full, not actual
Pringle bottles.
but like
Pringles.
these like
those are huge Pogs, dude.
bottles.
no, think about it like a Pringle can,
Cans.
but like for the size of Pogs. Like I bought these
So
like
sick.
plastic
Star Wars
like
and shit.
Dude, you
Oh,
just bust
sick,
out
dude.
Pogs so quickly, dude. That was insane.
Dude,
I'm
check-
still blown
I have
away by
hella,
that.
Like, I collect hella shit. So
Oh,
like,
that's
I
what's
have
up,
Oh,
dude.
dude.
Oh, okay.
cards.
Hey,
Oh, Trevor just pulled it up. The most expensive Pog. It's a Jurassic
What's up,
Park.
Trevor?
Shit, I gotta add. What's up, Trevor? What's up,
Fucking
baby?
Steve
what
Young,
up, Trev?
dude.
Hey, dude,
Trevor,
when the
what
fuck
up?
are you just gonna sit down and get in front of a microphone, dude? Stop being in the background,
He
Trev.
can't hear you. He's just calling you out, saying, "When are you gonna sit
Uh.
down and fucking hang out with us?"
Fucking storm.
So this
shadow,
Jurassic
dude.
6 Pog. It's $1 million slammer set.
Oh my god! I wonder if I have that. Dude, I bet I have that, and I just didn't know, and I've been like working this whole time. Just like,
The slammers are what's
There it
up,
is.
dude.
Come on.
fucking. I got
My
hella
favorite,
Star
my
Wars
favorite
shit.
one was a saw. It was cut out like a saw, and it
Yeah.
was a yin yang.
Oh,
Well,
that's
yeah, that
badass.
was a lot of people had the
That was my
Yangs,
favorite,
dude.
dude.
Uh,
Come
The
on,
8-ball
dude.
one
Dude,
too. The
shit.
8-ball
Actually, no,
pogs.
like skull
Fucking
shit. I was
sick.
into skulls and shit.
Dude, I'm gonna buy a fucking Pog pack right now,
weapon
dude.
cards, dude.
Are those Star Wars cards?
This is old school Star Wars shit. Fucking
See?
look at that fool.
Purchase Pogs.
Wow.
Oh hell yeah!
These are all my rares, but I have fucking hundreds of these cards.
That's what's up, dude. See,
But yeah, dude, on tour,
know.
me, Mitch, and Joel are gonna play a lot of Magic the Gathering.
Dude, we're gonna
It's gonna be
play
super fun.
Magic.
okay, I know
That's
you
gonna
guys
be the
just like.
pastime, dude.
Yeah,
Okay, can I
because when
just
I
show
was-
this off? Can I show this off real quick? This is like
Oh,
my favorite
shit.
new thing. This thing right here, dude. That's like my newest coin that I'm so.
That's a
fucking
6 slammer, dude.
Yeah, that's the best slam.
I would
I've
not
ever
slam,
seen.
dude. The camera thing fucks me up, dude. I can't. I don't know
Word.
where to put my hand.
Are you sure it's not the marijuana and alcohol?
No, dude. It's never that. Wait, let me.
Okay.
turn
I think it
down.
looks good as you're holding
Dude,
it. Oh, that
that's what's
side's
so
sick,
good,
dude.
Damn,
It's
that's
all,
pretty sick.
and I can't get it
Wars.
close enough to see that it's like an actual compass. Like it shows all the degrees and north, south, east, west, and it's all like 3D and shit. Like you could see it. Like the ship comes off the coin.
Dude, that's sick.
I
I
can
don't
totally
know.
see
That
Anthony
is a
leaving
slammer.
a South Indian brothel and just ping,
Just yeah, pung.
just it hits the front desk and he just leaves. He
Buy
doesn't
some
Don't
shit
want a
with
bottle
it.
of whiskey,
Yeah.
a woman,
Yeah.
and
Give it to the bartender.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
But I also collect books. Like I got this shit. This is a hella rare Warcraft book, Tides of Darkness. Shit is fucking old, dude. And then
That's crazy.
Tides of
Warcraft.
Darkness.
got hella
Warcraft is
Diablo
old now.
books. The Sin War.
It's like used to be like our dad, our parents were like, dude, Lord of the Rings. Now we're like, dude, this Warcraft book. Dude. Like it's like
Dude,
how
they're
the
such
times
good
have changed.
books. Dude, I read
Really?
all kinds of shit. I read a lot of like dark fantasy. I read like every day to sleep, but yeah, I have like a pretty good collection of like nerdy ass books.
That's what's
hell
up,
yeah.
dude. Hey, dude. I'm all about that, dude.
Oh, StarCraft
Oh,
Dose.
dude, you got StarCraft? Dude,
I got these.
I used to be so into StarCraft. That was like one of my favorite games
check
of all
out,
time.
dude, the Infested Terran.
Hell yeah,
oh
dude.
shit! An infested Terran.
Uh,
So it's got like the Zerg.
I got hella like
yeah.
these like memorabilia from oh shit,
This is nerd shit I get down with.
fucking Dark Templar. Is that
Dude.
upside
Oh
down?
shit! That's
Cool
sick.
art.
Dark
That's the
Templar.
thing.
My
Sick.
life for
Mhm,
ire, bro.
mhm.
Dude, yeah, fucking dragoons and shit. Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
this is like a Warcraft one.
Dude, I just called out Pogs and you brought out a thing like
Pogs.
it was
It's
in
so
your
sick,
pocket.
dude.
Anthony has a cool.
I'm trying to think of, like,
Anthony Joel has a Joel crush right now.
I'm trying
Dude,
to.
that's
Yeah. I'm trying to think of something else he could pull out of his fucking.
I'm literally
I
on
got
Amazon
old
looking up for
school-
Pogs right now.
I got like
You got any
old school-
magic
dude,
tricks?
Earthworm.
He makes the Pogs
booklet.
disappear. He's all
This is actually hella old, dude. This fucking thing.
the collectible.
damn.
Did you guys ever play Counter Strike?
Oh yeah, back in the day.
It's
Yeah.
like the
It's
original
Half-Life.
booklet.
That's Half-Life.
Oh shit, I pulled up the wrong one. Same,
You used to play Marathon.
Also,
we got Turok.
You ever play Marathon?
I haven't
the
ever
old
played that.
It's like
The
Mist
OG
days.
Turok.
It's like one of the
Turok,
books.
dude.
Yeah,
Turok.
it's like a
Yeah,
comic
Turok.
books.
Wasn't it like on
Turok was-
N64 or something? Was
yeah,
it
this
when-
one was.
Yeah.
was N64 was then the Turok.
Oh, here's Counter Strike.
That's
No,
Half-Life
Still
again.
Half-Life.
read under it though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Because
okay.
it's
Yeah,
like
it's
part
the
of the
same one.
Half-Life series. That's how it started.
That's funny.
I wish it was still like
Uh,
Half-Life. That's awesome. So,
I don't know. I just have hella nerdy shit.
I know that's what happens, dude. We're
everywhere.
still kids, bro. We are still children.
Yeah.
That's literally what it
Totally.
is. Like now we've gone. Okay, me lately, life totally does this, dude. And you just keep looping back on shit. So it's like
Dude,
I'm going.
the good shit.
There's constant renaissances in my
cards, dude.
personal renaissances that I go through, where it's just back to the
Bullshit.
fucking basics.
Oh, dude, I got all those. Yeah, dude.
Dude,
I'm
yeah.
obsessed.
Let's play. It's not even a card game, but we'll play.
Dude, I'll play it. Dude, I'll play
this
it. Dude.
game.
I'll ruin
How
you,
do you
dude.
play? We could
Have
make
you,
a game to where we use these like that fool right there.
So
Yeah.
that fool throws a fucking like 96. I don't know.
There's a part of me that wants to go back and read Goosebumps, dude.
Dude,
Oh,
let's do
yeah.
that. That would be sick as fuck.
Hey,
Animorphs gang.
Oh, fuck.
hey,
God,
hey,
Roman
Joel
Reigns,
number
dude.
2. Have you played Hero Quest, that old board game?
Dude, am I Joel number 2 or 1?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we
I
fucked it all
haven't,
up.
but dude, that sounds hella fun. I'm down to learn
Oh,
it.
it's cool.
and
Yeah, it's a
play
good
it.
one. It's kind of like a little bit of, it's like a game that was out like way back. I don't know, like in the 90s or something. I played it as a kid and stuff, and it's really fun. It's kind of a mix of like a little bit of D&D, a little bit of Magic. This like
Nice,
rad
dude.
board game, like kind of like a whole design and stuff. But
Oh,
I got
yeah,
put on
I've seen
full
this in the
screen by
stores.
Joel. It's a good one, dude. It's so my friend Brian actually he made a computer game out of it that he like designed. He like did the coding and stuff.
Oh, yeah, your
Basically, yeah, he like designed this whole game out of it. It's pretty cool. So we
that's
like played it and
badass.
stuff. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, they just re-released Hero Quest. There you go. Yeah, so you
Oh,
can,
this
like,
guy,
buy the board
dude,
game.
shout out to Big Bozo
Yeah.
Clown.
Hell yeah.
You should sub to his Twitch
It's
channel.
a
dude. He
fun ass
streams
game,
shit.
dude.
Nice.
Oh, sick, really? Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I know that guy. He's the shit.
Awesome, dude.
He fucking, dude, he plays some sick games.
Oh yeah,
Go
cool.
follow that shit. Plays like Heroes of the Storm, Warcraft, fucking
Hell yeah.
all kinds of shit.
Nice.
Actually
Were you-
play Heroes of the Storm a lot. That's like the only game I play these days.
Is that
Not too much though, but a lot. But
I don't know what I keep thinking that's the StarCraft 2, and then I'm like, oh wait, that was called Heart of the Swarm. I actually don't know.
yeah,
what
it's
Heroes
Heart of the
is.
Swarm. Heroes
Here-
is like it's
Oh,
all that
that's
shit
done.
combined. It's got characters from all those games like Overwatch, Diablo, Warcraft. So like you could play as like StarCraft characters or Warcraft
Mhm.
characters. It's so sick, dude. Actually,
Is that Blizzard also then? for
Yeah,
sure?
it is. Yeah,
Their
And, like,
their
it's free,
their
too. It's free game.
headquarters is like 10 minutes from my house. They're up
Nice, dude.
here in Irvine. They got
Yeah.
into some shit recently though, so
Yeah, I mostly play their old school shit. Like
yeah.
I grew up playing like Warcraft 1, 2, and 3 a lot, like RTS games. But shout out to Reaper King, dude.
Oh
Shit is
shit.
Kind of metal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
My
it's
my
pretty
6-year-old's
rare.
into Breath of the Wild. Did you guys play that game?
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's one of the Zelda games. Yeah.
yeah, I'm
Uh,
all about
yeah.
it. I
Dude,
almost finished it.
it's dude. Trevor, my oldest, he fucking beat it like twice. He's all like crazy about it, and then he got over it. He's all about Fortnite and shit right now. But
Oh, that's
my-
savage.
Dominic, his younger brother, is now starting to get into Breath of the Wild, and dude, that brought the family together when Trevor was into it, because we were all like, it's so funny how everybody kind of fell into their roles too. Like my wife would be the gatherer, and she would make the meals and like figure out how she could make like the dopest meals for him to get all the crazy hearts and whatever. But it's just like everybody was working together with it, and now Dominic's starting to get into it, and I'm like, oh dude, we could start doing this again. That was like a fun. I mean, I wasn't into the original Zelda at all when I had the OG
Like
Nintendo.
Ocarina. Oh no, Link to the Past. and
None
shit
of
like
them,
that.
none of
Yeah.
them, up
No.
until Breath of the Wild, and I was like, "Wow, dude, this game is amazing."
It
Like,
shreds.
there's so much.
world.
There's so much can happen in that game, dude.
It's fun, but I was also a big fan of Ocarina. I'm an Ocarina fanboy.
Dude, I love
so.
that. I
What-
thought
what system was
Majora's
that on?
Mask was okay, but I thought
N64.
Ocarina was the best.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought-
some people
yeah.
say Majora's they like improved on it. I'm like, nah. I mean,
Nah, they
Ocarina was the better one, dude.
overcomplicated it. I think.
Yeah.
With
I didn't like the whole cyclical
Yeah.
time going back thing.
yeah, you had to like get all your items again. You would like lose your items, and like when you go back in time, like, oh fuck, I got to get bombs again, or like
Yeah.
all your rupees are like you got to put them in the bank or you lose them. Dude, this game Quake 1 is sick.
Oh damn.
That game was life changing, dude.
Quick.
Fucking
Is that like
brutal shit? It's kind of like Doom, but it's
I was
like
just
more
about to say.
like satanic.
Yeah.
I don't know. You just fucking are like some.
Quake's
You kill
classic.
zombies and
Genesis
Yeah.
stole me away from Nintendo. So I had a Super
I love
Nintendo, and then
Genesis,
Genesis stole me away
yeah,
from Nintendo.
Battletoads.
And then that was like my,
Battletoads is so good.
that was my
That game's
that was
so
my
hard,
bridge
dude.
to PlayStation.
It's hard as
Fuck.
fuck. Yeah.
God. So
Dude,
And then after that, it was just PlayStation.
You ever heard of a
Uh,
game? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, yeah, go ahead. I was probably gonna say something dumb.
I was just gonna ask. Yeah, me too. But I was gonna say one of the first computer games I ever played, and it was like like in the '90s when I was like, I guess this was I was like before. I was like early '90s. It was like Hexen.
Oh,
Have
okay.
you ever heard of that?
I never
it
played
was
it. but
crazy, dude.
sounds
It was like bloody and brutal. And these like demons would come at you and you like
Hexen.
slash them up and shit. It was like a crazy computer game. It was sick.
Savage.
Hexen, yeah, dude. He remembers
Gotta
Hexen.
scope it. Dude,
Yeah.
the other, I
Yeah.
guess, so this is
This
pretty
old
rare.
one.
Like
Hey.
Oh,
Oh
I
shit!
had that,
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
this one, I kind of got.
Nice.
I got
had
so
this my
good
whole life.
at Tetris on that motherfucker.
Dude,
I had
right
Tetris
there,
on that
dude.
shit.
Fucking rules, dude.
That
Me
was
too,
like my
bro.
main game, dude. I mean, Super Mario or whatever, Mario Brothers. But
Yep.
dude, Tetris was like
Skater
the
dad.
main, and Kirby, the OG
Kirby
Kirby.
is the shit. As
Yeah,
well.
dude.
Dude,
I
that
did.
What's up,
toy,
dude? Dude,
I
he
did
just
Pokemon
rapped.
Red.
So sick.
All
See
of
what he
Pokemon
pulled
Red
out,
on
Joel?
one.
Red and
Yeah,
blue.
yeah, Game Boy.
What?
Yeah.
OG. The
OG.
fat
No,
boy.
OG.
Turn it sideways. Turn that bitch sideways, dude.
You gotta
Look at
hold
that.
this.
Yeah.
Look at
Okay.
that.
It's like a
That
nowadays
was-
version of like the first iPod. They're like,
Dude,
dude,
I want to make
look
it
how
into like a
fucking-
chain.
Yeah,
What if I
totally,
like
yeah.
wore this as a chain?
That would be dope, dude.
It only has like 10 megabytes.
I would back it.
Yep.
Dude, you'd back that. That's
Same
what's
thing
up.
with the portable Sega Genesis, whatever that was called.
Sega,
Game Gear.
That
Game
thing
Gear.
with the,
Gear.
it was like holding
Yeah.
a
Game Gear.
VHS tape.
Game Gear.
Yes.
Yeah.
But low key,
So-
all our music tastes were defined by the sounds of that 8-bit Game Boy,
Mhm.
dude.
It rules,
Well, now
man.
we've lost all the listeners.
No, we
So,
haven't.
I'm
dude.
just kidding. I'm kidding.
Did we?
You
I haven't even
motherfucker, you
seen
weren't
it.
even
No, I'm
here.
just kidding. We lost.
Yeah,
all
we
Joel
maxed
into the
out at,
bathroom
like,
and
I just
everyone else
pissed and
left.
We have
we're gone.
13 now.
But
We're halfway.
I guess I'll finish the story or without.
Yeah.
Back on track. Damn,
Where
we
we
just
at?
talked about some shit. So I did. I guess 2019. I'll kind of speed it up. How long are these podcasts usually?
It's
Like
as long
3
as we
hours?
go, dude.
No, 6
Yeah.
Oh,
hours.
okay. All right. 6
halfway
hours.
done.
All right. 2019 fucking bloodletting happens and Chase from Continuum hits me up and he's like, sorry. He's like, we have a tour in 2 weeks and we need a guitar player. And I was like, holy shit. And it was the bloodletting tour. I think I have a laminate.
Laminate.
This is the one with, I'm going to spoil
Lamination.
it. Disentomb.
Lamination.
Uh,
Oh
yeah, this
yeah.
was brutal,
Visceral
dude.
discord.
Continuum,
Visceral- yeah.
Sandstorm.
organectomy, mental cruelty, disentomb, visceral disgorge. So sick.
Was this the
Uh,
antithesis tour?
This was bloodletting. Which number? Bloodletting.
9
I guess I gotta look at it.
or no?
I don't know. It's
He,
Roman.
he did multiple
XIII.
ones. He did. Oh no,
13.
shit.
Oh, eight,
13.
13.
Oh, 13.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh
And
yeah.
that shit was sick, dude. It was
13.
such
My
a rad
education
tour.
showing.
Right before COVID too. So like this was like
Damn.
October. Oh no, this was like September. Yeah, October. September, October of 2019, right before COVID happened. So I got a tour
Mhm.
in right at the last second. So much fun. I had to learn all the material in 2 weeks, and it was fucking gnarly because like Continuum is actually pretty tech. It's like if you check out Continuum, probably check out the album Designed Obsolescence.
Oh yeah.
And it's fucking shreds. And to learn the material, I would be on Guitar Pro for like 8 hours a day or more. Just like you kind of hit the point of no return, and then you just go back for more. You're like, I got to learn more riffs.
It's actually pretty
and
funny.
when you're not practicing, you listen to them and just
No, I literally like
nonstop.
me and Chase was like I was the first person that he was like, let's jam this stuff, and like
Yeah,
I was like it was the first 2 or 3 songs I started to learn, and I was like, it's too fast, dude. I can't.
it's so fast, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, I had
gnarly.
my ex-girlfriend's Steve I gem, and I was like going in there like, trying to learn it, and I was like, yeah, I got it, but like it's just so fast. Like when you get like in the room with a drummer, and all of a sudden you have to like, it's not your room, and you're sitting down comfortably going like, yeah, and like a drummer's like loud, and you're like, fuck, like you're like forgetting about stuff, and like I was like, dude, you gotta find, I can't do this.
Yeah. But dude, he's that tour was so sick, man. Like, so I learned all the songs, and I just like in 2 weeks, and it was so brutal because I had to just fucking freak. I usually practice a little bit of self-care, but I just had to stop doing that and just learn songs 24/7. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I got to listen to it while I go to bed. I got to listen to it at work. I got to listen to it in headphones at the gym. All I did was listen to Continuum for like 2 weeks straight. And then I got the set down, and the first show's in LA at
1720.
wait, where'd I put that? First show was at Catch One.
Oh, Catch
in
One.
Los
That's my second
Angeles.
guess.
And like the running, we get to the parking lot at the venue, and it's like for bands only and employees. And then like an hour later, this guy comes up to the car, and he's like, it's $20 to park here, guys. And we're just like, what the fuck? We're like playing the show. We can't, there was no other parking at all, like in the area. We're like, what? We're like, we've been here for like an hour. Are you sure, man? He's like, $20. $20. We're like, fuck. So like we just paid $20 off the bat. Like, and that was the running gag on that tour. Anytime you tried to do anything, $20, man. It's gonna be $20.
yeah.
Like just
Off the top,
try to
$20 off the top.
ask 20. But yeah, that was a fun tour, man. I had a lot of fun on that. And then yeah, COVID happened, all that. I guess I skipped over this, but anyways, let's fast forward. So during mid-COVID, my friend Mitch Yosley from Ominous Ruin hits me up, and he's like, "Dude, you want to play guitar in Ominous Ruin?" I was like, and he was on the first Inanimate album. That's how I know Mitch. I've known Mitch for a really long, like over 10 years.
Mitch shreds.
Yeah, he's a great bass player. Shout out to Mitch.
Yeah,
Dude,
shout
Mitch
out,
is so good. I have the
So good.
stems.
Yeah.
I have his stems soloed bass. There's so much hidden, dude. It's like he's so. I call him Mitch DeGorgio now, but
Yeah, shout out
he's
to
so
that guy.
sick, dude.
I don't know if he's
Yeah.
watching this. I kind of doubt it. He's usually chilling.
He's
man.
been on the podcast.
Maybe.
He's been on the podcast.
We
with
had him
us.
Yeah,
on
he
it.
has. I saw that. Yeah.
13.
Yeah.
So yeah, he hits me up during COVID, and we're like, okay, let's like. I meet Alex. I meet Harley, and I already knew Adam from before. I've known him for a long time from other bands he was in.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, what do we do? All right, let's see. Let's jam. We're like, it's just COVID, man. There's no shows or anything. We're just like, all right, sick. We have a band. So our mentality, I was just like, dude, let's pretend we have a show coming up, and let's jam that much. Like, let's just like jam once a week because it's fun to hang out and jam because it's mid-pandemic and there's not shit to do. Let's learn a set list like we have shows coming up. Just pretend that. Let's pretend shows are coming up even though they aren't. And let's just fucking like have a good time playing death metal at our practice place in San Jose.
God.
So we do that. We jam once a week. We're like, yeah, learn this, learn that, get everything down. And then finally we get to play a show. Like, so where was it? It's at the X Bar in Cupertino. We got a show booked with a couple sick ass bands, Splattered, Viral.
Shout out
That was
Randy.
the last
Shout
show,
out
or
Randy.
second to
and
last show
Steve.
that I got to see before COVID. That was like in February or something, right?
Well, that was
2020.
after COVID, right?
Oh, okay. Maybe I mixed
That
up.
was December. Fuck, when was it?
Yeah,
That wasn't that
That
long
was
ago,
like
yeah.
2021. And it was a fucking blast. Everyone had a great time. We're like, shows are back, bro. And we were super tight because we had just been practicing, like pretending shows were coming up, and then finally we got a show. And we played
just
with like
came out the gate
Vitriol,
running.
Last to Lucy, shout out on lock.
What up?
This guy plays drums. Sick guy. I've played, dude. Even when I was in Inanimate, we played. Last Lucy was the go-to band like to play with. So those guys are the shit. Shout out to all those dudes.
Fuck yeah.
They're
We'll
coming
probably
on
play
next
more
week.
shows with them. Yeah,
They are
got
next
some sick shit.
guests. Ep
Joseph
75.
yeah.
Shreds. Oh, are they, dude? You're gonna get
Yeah.
those
Yeah, they're
guys?
coming on.
Oh shit! Shout
Gad
out
and
to
I think all of
Josh
them. Gad, Josh and Derek
Derek?
too. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yep.
That one's been in the making for a while, right?
There's a couple reschedules. Yeah, they've been. Yeah,
We have
because
some
we think
shows,
they're sick.
We have some
Goes
shows
on.
coming up too. When you ask for plugs, Anthony, I can plug it next time because they're on it. So we're playing LA, and then we got a
Plug it.
3-day tour later in this month as well. So
I want everything plugged as much as it can be plugged. So
Plug.
plug it now, dude.
it's
Plug me up, dude.
Plug it.
We're playing April 15th. I think that's a Friday. I'm pretty sure with Blood Scribe, Stages of Decomposition.
Oh, dude, Blood Scribe.
Blood Scribe, dude.
Shout out
And
to
then I think-
Jesus.
I just learned about these other bands we're playing with. I think one's called like Fecal Sewage, and I think,
Nice.
or no, Fetal. It's Fetal Sewage. That's what it is.
Oh, even better.
That's even better.
No,
Yeah.
now, it's okay now. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I
Fetal
forget.
Sewage.
There's probably one more band. And then we're playing the next weekend. We're doing 3 nights. We're doing a Arizona show, and then we're playing at Long Beach with Teeth, who are amazing. You should listen.
they're
to
great.
Teeth. And Sunless, who are like a touring Willowtip band. I think they're Willowtip. They're really cool. They're like Dissonant Death. And then we're playing the next night at the OB Wrestle House, which does wrestling. It's called
Nice.
Wrestle House. And Paroxysmal Butchering are playing that with us.
Dude, that
And
band
I
Is
hope
there
to
going to be
see-
like wrestling going on while you guys play?
That's what I want, dude. I don't think it
That's what you
happens,
gotta
but
have.
Awesome.
how sick would that be?
That would
Paroxysmal
be dope, dude.
But Butchering's gonna come on the
Paradox.
podcast soon too. I know
Yeah,
Josh
jam
and I
with
know
those
those
guys.
guys.
They're
I
awesome.
was just talking to them. We've been wanting to get them on
Paradox.
for a while. So
Tim,
guys
Josh,
are
their
cool.
bass player. I started following their bass player on Insta. He's a homie too. And they
Oh,
got a
yeah.
cool drummer. They're all cool. So good shows. I'm very excited to play them.
Hell yeah,
And
dude.
then-
I'm excited for you, dude.
Joel, have you heard of
These
infected
Guys, friends.
scrotum?
No. Which
They're a
Joel?
band.
Oh, which? Oh, you're
Look
talking
it
about me.
It doesn't. I mean,
Joel.
both. Well,
Dude.
well, I know that Joel number one has heard of them, but
Is
basically
that like a
everyone
medical
look it
condition
up,
or
dude.
something?
Ape references for
Well,
a
yeah, I mean,
resident
yeah.
homie.
But it's also a band called Infected Scrotum.
I don't know if they still are a band, but that
They
was
have
like
great artwork, dude. They're from
they had
France,
like a. I
think.
think they were like in a magazine one time, and they're just all like sitting there like
Google
the
it,
tough
dude.
metal thing. It's like
Tough metal.
Infected
it's
Scrotum.
still it says infected scrotum is like their logo.
shit.
There's like I'm like damn dude that fucking hurts
Wait,
my
was
stomach
that- was
watching
it-
this.
Joel, was that Fupa thing a joke? Was there really a band with the Fupa in the name, or was that different? That was just a joke, right?
Well, I don't know,
Joel.
dude.
Who's-
Fetal sewage. I'm
Well,
going
Joel-
back to
Joel
that.
number
I think,
one.
Like,
Dude,
fetal
I forgot-
sewage
I
is
lost
like
track at this
flushing your
point. I don't know.
miscarriage, isn't
Fupa
that?
Joel. No.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I
And
have a
that's a,
fupa. I have
uh,
more of a
Anger,
fupa than him.
abortion.
That's a Lord Marco studio drummer, session drummer project too.
The
So-
fetal sewage.
Shout out
Yeah,
to
they
Lord
got-
Marco, dude.
Yeah, he's on the album, so must be
Vornegard.
Lord.
I can't
Lord.
wait.
Play shows with Vornegard, dude.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Vornegard.
That's
Damn.
like
Do you
his
think?
first
Do you
band.
guys
Oh,
ever
yeah, I
think
forgot
death
about
metal
that
will
band. I
shake
know,
that?
right?
Do you
That's
guys
a-
think
Dude, they're
death
sick.
metal will ever shake that kind of stuff? The
Shake.
gore and the.
No, I don't know, dude.
You
Actually.
think in like 50 years, if death metal?
Well, it's different. I think, like, the genres are kinda
like.
I think the genres are kind of
fetal
separated.
miscarriage, torture.
Well, the genres are
sewage.
separated now. I feel like they're
No, I
more
hope
like,
not.
Dude,
I
probably not.
want those
I don't
bands
know.
to keep going, dude. You
Dude,
know?
stick around.
Well, yeah, they're
Yeah.
separated.
For
It's
the
like
group.
not the. It's not like every death metal band's like some gory thing now. It's like there's the fucking new band like Last of Lucy and
like-
stuff like that. It's like the newer bands coming up are not like fucking like piss on my
Yeah.
fart. They're like they're talking. They're like.
I just actually
have,
got
like-
a
they have, like,
visual
some,
of
like,
that,
meaning
it's
behind
such a powerful fart that you actually shoot the piss away from you. It
Well-
actually doesn't land on you.
I mean, I do every morning.
I mean, the best band name of all time is Cock and Ball Torture. I mean, we all. can
Oh,
agree
we
on
got to
that.
play with them. Casey and I got to play with them.
They're
Fucking
groovy.
Germany.
They're
That's
groovy,
Such a good
right?
band name, dude.
Dude, they had to fucking dude. That band, by the way, had the crowd moving. Like Cock and Ball Torture, like
I'm saying,
had
they
the
got
whole.
groove, dude.
It's kind of got that like kind of retchy, kind of like slammy,
Yeah.
like just
It
like everyone's
forces
just, like,
your body
right,
to
but
move
they
to a
fucking-
rhythm,
yeah.
They
It was like
rock.
kind of it was like dumb, like in like the like if you like logically look at it, but when you're drunk and having a good time, it's fucking like the best thing ever. You know, it's like it makes the most sense.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, no, it's fucking
The
awesome.
themes are just fucking insane, dude.
Snuffed
These
on
bands-
sight at
Dude.
Defeated Sanity.
Oh,
they
they're
were
sick.
they were
Yeah.
like that too. Very ignorant.
Speaking of that genre, dude, Condemned is sick.
Yeah,
Hell
Oh,
okay.
yeah. Condemned is
That-
awesome.
that
Yeah.
fucking
Steve
Shout out
Gro.
to Steve.
Angel
Oh, yeah.
is like the sickest vocalist
Oh,
Yeah.
Angel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Love
dude,
Angel.
of course. Fuck yeah, those guys are homies.
He's still in my band, To Violently Vomit. He's the
Yeah.
singer.
Yeah.
Met him
the
in
fuck?
Vegas.
He came back.
Super
Did
cool,
he,
dude.
Dude, he's what?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
yeah,
he did
we
the last
show with
TV
him.
show, and we're
Yeah,
doing.
yeah.
We're gonna play Chicago
a cool dude.
Domination,
Oh, sick.
Such a cool dude.
and maybe also Slam Dakota. We'll find out.
Yeah, dude. Look at Professor just fucking moving, dude.
He's
Look at all the
Professor's-
moves he's
I know.
making.
He's
Making
making us look like jokes. He's just
I'm making up for
I told him,
lost time.
47 bands.
I
Should
dude.
think
be
it-
us
I
interviewing
think-
him right now.
I think Joseph's trying to get a PhD in like death metal.
There he is.
I'm
That
just-
man.
Like by playing.
literally
like,
just
so
trying
many
to make
bands.
up for lost time because
Give him
I
a
was
trophy.
fucking up when not.
Well, also too, Joseph's got
I
like
know,
a
death metal.
legit like education background and stuff. Like he's probably not gonna be able to do this forever, and he's kind of just like getting it done right now, right?
This
I
is
feel
my
like that's
this
what
is
you're doing a little
my
bit.
this is my post grad school before I find a full time. Like I had the UCSC thing, and
That's what I
Oh.
felt. Yeah, yeah.
it's in between. It's just like I gotta just
I
secure the
see.
legacy, dude. Get like a few good albums out.
Dude,
That's all.
you're securing a lot, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
He's got that shit on
Locking
lock,
it
dude.
down. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do, man. And
yeah. Keep doing it.
I'm
So sick.
very well positioned. Honestly, thanks to the podcast, it has been a huge help,
Boom.
and I really
Good.
appreciate
Awesome.
it. And
I
dude,
love it,
honestly,
dude.
I've been looking forward to playing music with Joel at some point for years. Both
Yeah, me
Joels
too, dude.
We're
actually,
about to
Okay.
jam
Yeah.
again.
and we're
Well,
about to jam.
Both
yeah.
Joels.
I'm coming up probably to the Bay Area at the end of July.
We're at my birthday. Yeah, we're gonna
this,
do
for this recording
July.
thing.
we're gonna do
for
a
a-
recording.
for a
We have
week.
a
Last week of
secret
July,
band that's
probably.
not so secret, but it's kind of secret.
We've already talked about it.
Even
so
though we
much
talked
in
about
depth.
it like a long time ago.
Yeah, but you guys know what it sounds like. Could be like, it could be like, you have
But
no idea.
okay, let's give it a mystery
metal?
again, and we just won't use
Yeah.
the
Unholy
name.
War Cry meets.
So sick. Dude,
No way.
you should blend brutal death metal with prog metal.
That's what you have to
Yeah.
do.
Fucking wah.
Well, I think that
And then just-
there-
That's the
that
new
actually
movement.
a good segue back into Ophidian Eye again. They do it really well, dude. There's a lot of progressive
Do they?
aspects to that. Oh, dude, they're the fastest
haven't checked
shit
them
I've
out,
heard
dude.
in
Well,
so
they're like the
long, dude.
fastest, most brutal, shredding, like necrophagous.
But they're the fastest, most catchy death metal
yeah.
that I've heard in
Ophidian
such
Eye.
a
Oh, it's
long
so good,
time, dude.
It's
You haven't
like,
heard of Ophidian Eye?
so if you want to talk,
Nah, dude, I never heard
Bro,
of
you
that.
haven't heard of
check
them?
out. So they're from Iceland, and they're on the seasons
And
of
San
this.
Diego.
Well, the singer, he's Icelandic, but yeah, he lives in San Diego. But the rest of them are in Iceland. Yeah, but dude, they're the fucking that album Desolate, dude. It came
Oh,
out
it's so good.
Desolate.
It's
yeah,
funny
dude,
because
recently.
Casey was like, I think it was the one that actually hooked that interview up, and like my
Oh,
brother
dude,
was in
it's
town,
so
and
good.
he was like, I was like, fuck, like it was like a Sunday episode we had to do, and I was like, I was like all burnt out, and I'm like, I guess I'll go do it. I don't know what this band is, and I'm like, I'm gonna listen to it before the podcast starts just to like get an idea. And I was like, what the fuck is this,
Dude,
I was
listen
like
to the-
blown away, dude.
They have a
It's
song at like 300 beats a minute. It's like insane, but it's
So
really
sick.
good.
Oh my god.
But it's like
dude.
perfect. It's like well done.
But
It's
the
like
melodies are so well
Yeah.
written. The
Oh,
songs are very well written, dude.
Anyways, oh, I'm sorry.
No, I didn't really have anything.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No,
My bad.
I stopped.
But, oh, it's all good. Yeah, I didn't mean to
shit.
interrupt. Anyways, I was just gonna say is that we'll fucking
Shit
talk
sounds
about it on
scary.
Yeah, I know.
Sunday.
It's like we have a lot
Yeah.
to talk about on Sunday, so it's
Sunday
like
at
we're already
noon,
starting to get
dude.
excited about
Yeah.
it right now.
So the thing is, guys, like we love people that come in and chat and stuff, and so that's the whole thing is like come chat, like ask questions, and we'll all be there and shit. That's the cool.
That's
thing.
what was cool.
you're
Like
saying
me
for the
and me
album,
and
yeah.
Casey like had like a conversation one of these weekends where he's like, "Yeah, I want to replay an episode," and I'm like, "Let's get the fucking band in here because we're not like able to like answer all the questions live because our podcast isn't really like it's not like a normal Twitch cast where they're like, oh Frank, what's going on, Frank? How you doing, Frank? What's going on? It's like it's got to because like we're in
Frank.
the middle of stories though. We're in the middle of stories. It's hard to like shove a question in the middle of it. So like it's really cool. We did it. What was the first one we did? It was the Deeds one. It was the Deeds one.
Dude, I
and
watched
like,
that.
We're
Yeah.
going
first
back in order,
rerun.
yeah.
Yeah,
and like we're, and like
Dude,
we just like we're
crazy.
watching people like ask questions and stuff, and like we can answer them
Yeah.
right away, and like we can like
Well-
every little sentence it said, we can like comment on it, and the band can comment
Yeah.
on it, and it's like just makes a lot of sense to like catch
Well,
up with the shit that we missed.
we're doing two different things basically. So like basically what we're kind of in a nutshell we're kind of doing is putting like a second thing out every Sunday, you know. So like and we're gonna you know maybe do more stuff, but we're starting with kind of doing like a Sunday thing each week, and we have some other ideas with our friend Carrie and Joseph and other
Dude,
kind of
I have
fun
some other ideas too
which we'll
Shout out.
release when they're ready. Yeah,
Yeah,
hell
So
yeah.
cool. Side note, which is
Yeah.
making everybody think. It's making everybody
Yeah.
create. So
I just
that's
like Joel.
fun,
Like
yeah.
Joel's got like a really solid plan what he wants to do, and I'm like, fuck yeah, that's exactly like it's like a cool new idea with what you're doing, like mixing an album or jamming or whatever whatever you do. I'm not talking the third person.
talking
No, like
Joel's
no, but
changing.
That'd be
with
so
your
sick if you were, dude.
like your
Oh,
Twitch,
yeah.
your Twitch that you're about to do, like what you would do in your fucking cave, you're gonna do on a thing, and it's
Yeah.
like, and there's all these different ideas you had like right off the bat of what you would do, and it's like kind of what we're all kind of conjuring, because seeing like like Scott and Justin and Nicole and like all those cool people like
killing
doing
it,
really fun stuff. I'm like, I like literally want to watch it. Like I'm really ADHD, like ADD. I can't like pay attention to anything. I'm like tuning into it, and I'm like, I'm in. Like I'm just like I'm sucked in. Like this is like actually good. So there's so many things you could do on this platform, and I'm glad that we all.
Just to back up on the reruns, like this last severed weekend, this last severed Sunday was actually pretty rad, dude. I had a good time.
Yeah,
I was asleep the whole time.
Sunday, dude.
I
So
was
That's sick, man.
I was gonna only be in there for a little bit. I ended up staying for the whole thing. you
Oh,
know?
dude. Yeah, the first time me and Casey did it, I was like so psyched on it. I was like had a great
So-
time. But
So I want to kind of say this, what we're actually doing is like, so like on Sundays, like, so sometimes we're doing this like album kind of review kind of episode. So that's kind of where it started with Dennis. And so we kind of just like, hey, let's just do this thing. And, we did that thing for Incurso, and then we just kind of talk, and it's kind of like another podcast, but it's like the topic is the album and stuff like that he was on. So we like talk about, the specifics, and of course their other albums. So it's kind of geared towards the band. So, if we had a band on and
Yeah, there's no
they
rhyme
had a
or reason.
specific album and stuff. Yeah, but the other thing is we kind of realized we're like, oh, well, we can't quite get someone like every Sunday. That's a little too much, and like try to like make it like every week. So we were like, well, we also like we're thinking of doing more streams and stuff, and we're like, it'd be kind of fun to play these like old episodes and do like a rerun kind of thing of it, and then like get the people that were like in the band on to like chat while we do it and stuff. So we're kind of switching it off based on like what we got each Sunday, and so we'll put flyers or we'll let people know or do stories and post things about it. But basically this Sunday we're doing the like Ofidi and I album review thing Sunday at noon. It generally will be around Sunday at noon. We'll say if it's different, but it's basically going to be that. But the next one after that will
Noon PST. Pacific
noon
Standard Time.
which is actually technically right now PDT.
Man,
It
dude
doesn't
knows
really
what's
matter.
up.
But like the following Sunday, we'll probably do the Disgorge one. I've been talking to Diego, and he wants to come in on the chat and all
Nice,
that stuff.
dude.
So we got episode 4 with
Dude. Yeah,
we want to
you
get
gotta
Diego back on an episode 2. We're talking about that. Yeah, so we got a bunch of fun stuff planned. So we're just basically that's one of like
you got to branch out like a little bit from like
Sick, man.
can't be like the same podcast over and over.
Yeah,
You know,
dude, it'd be
like when now we have the Twitch, like like with Joel getting involved with Twitch too. It's like there's so many things you could do on this thing. Like might as well like
Dude, yeah.
we literally like have a show now. Might as well like show people cool stuff or like like interact with them more or just basically open people's eyes to stuff, or they open our eyes in the chat. Like I've learned about a bunch of like different bands and people just like commenting. Just like
Dude.
it's basically like a big circular community of just like people like showing each other shit.
And I know it's going to be easy to find Joel after tonight for me, because I'm always like, he's the 7G, dude. He's the 7G.
Yeah.
Like
7G.
there's no other 7G. I've never met a 7G. He
Dude,
is my
there's so many of
7G.
them.
Joel's
Just going
367
down.
times, but he's the 7G, dude.
I know.
Joel
That's
7G,
what's up.
dude.
Oh man,
Well,
I think it's gonna be hella
Bulls.
fun. Honestly, I'm probably even gonna stream some like gaming. Just anything I do on my
Yeah.
computer, I'm gonna be like, oh shit, like because my night usually consists of like I'll play guitar for a while, learn some songs, write some music, maybe record some music, and then at the very end of the night, I play some games with my friends. I'll be like, I'll hit up people on Discord, Discord. That fucking voice chat thing. Fucking,
I know.
and we hop on the microphone and we're just like, "What up, dude? Oh shit, get that fool." We play like Heroes of the Storm and like StarCraft,
Yeah.
Warcraft, and fucking. That's like what a lot of my nights after work consist of. I'm just like, all right, let's fucking work on music and then hit up the homies on Discord and So
Drop
I
the
want to
link.
like be able to stream all that. Like, oh, here's me practicing. Like, I'm learning. I don't know if. Yeah,
Is there a
learning songs,
Discord?
writing.
Discord?
No.
Dude,
There should
if
be.
not, someone needs to.
There's
start
not
that
even a
shit, 'cause-
Discord Instagram, bro.
Is there not, dude? They don't
Nah.
even need one. They're just fucking.
Oh, that's
they're
not
the
true.
shit.
Sorry, there is one. There's no To Violently
Is there?
Vomit.
To
There
violently
might be a
vomit.
Discord Insta. Let me check.
When I say disgorge, I guess I mean to violently vomit.
That's
That's
see,
currently
I
the,
literally just made
the
the first.
incarnation, yeah.
I forgot about OG.
To violently
dude, that band,
disgorge.
And you guys hit that. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole again, but I'm just saying, like, you guys, TVV brings you right back to that disgorge feeling, dude. Like, you guys hit
Yeah.
that vibe when I watched you, dude.
So
We're gonna.
sick,
I want to start calling it I Am Disgorge.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck
Oh my
yeah.
God. That's awesome.
Wait, we're hitting 3 hours
Oh,
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
I
guys.
got the old.
3
Yeah.
hours.
Was
Yeah.
this about
We
the
just
length of the
crossed it.
podcast?
We just crossed the
We just
3
crossed
hours.
the finish
Crossed
line.
the line.
Joel,
We made
There
it.
is no real line, but yeah, dude.
That was a six
All right.
set, dude.
Oh man.
that's 6 set, dude.
Six
Good
set.
set, dude.
Good set.
Good set, dude.
Dude, this is awesome.
I
had a
guess
great
yeah.
I'm
time.
working
Dude,
out.
Joel.
So,
I feel like Joel, you're gonna be great on Twitch. I can tell, like, just even being on here, man. You have a good energy about you, and I feel
Natural
like it's
as
gonna
fuck,
be
dude.
it's gonna be totally good, man. I'm still no, I literally I feel like you're gonna do pretty good
I'm gonna
on.
tell stupid jokes.
Oh, dude, I will be
We'll
in there.
have
I'll be
laughs.
throwing I'll be all hammered, like throwing bits at you, like
10
fucking
million.
throwing like $10,
dude.
$5.
Dude,
You already got your
actually
first
make
your
money
first
on that
donator,
shit.
dude.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, I'll do
10
it.
cents.
How about we'll raid you, okay, when you first go
Oh
on?
shit! Speaking of raid, I gotta figure out
Yeah.
something to raid right
Good
now.
call.
oh
Good
yeah, you
call.
got
Oh, Max
how do you-
Anomalous. Max Anomalous.
Is he
I don't really
streaming
even
right
know
now,
how to
dude?
do it really.
Let's see.
I'll figure it out. Just give me like a
You
half
need
hour.
to like take a class on rating.
Take a class on rating.
Who taught me how to do it? Was it Scott Carstairs taught me?
I'm gonna
Or,
look- I'm gonna search.
Raid.
We got 17 people still watching us.
But that's what's up, dude.
Really,
I
dude?
think that part's so
I
cool.
can't even
Dude,
see any of
Here comes Murray, dude. He's always on you.
I know
man.
Murray's
Jesus.
Murray was just all like, dude, you didn't rate him, dude. You typed
No,
the thing
check
in,
him
but
out.
like you didn't get it.
He's already on you. He's like,
I
Jesus,
love it.
dude.
Shout out to Murray.
Whatever, Murray. Jesus, we're
Justin
fucking-
McKinney, dude. Justin McKinney's on.
Oh, he says
You
You guys know
DK's
that
on?
you guys know that new
Oh, no, he's not on.
Rate him.
Zenith Passage single about to drop
he?
tomorrow?
Oh yeah, tomorrow. And Meshuggah just came out a couple minutes ago too. If you guys wanna hear
Dude,
that.
fucking their new
Yeah.
album is basically out. It comes out on
It
the
just
first.
it came out at 9 p.m. It's already out. It's out
It's
for an
already
hour
out.
and 30 minutes.
I haven't listened to it yet. I have to listen to that. Like,
I mean,
can't
if you
not.
listen to it, you listen to it on the podcast. Like,
dude,
just
put
kidding.
that shit
I'm
on. Dude,
let's put it on. Let's get fucking dropped, dude.
Meshuggah,
Let's get
dude?
copyrighted. No,
Where
I'm
is that
fucking
shit?
down.
See that
I
show
could
right there?
No, Dan Kinney's texting
Nah,
me
yeah.
in the background. He's going like, dude, that new fucking Meshuggah track 2 and 7, dude. That's the shit. He's like,
DK's watching right now. Get his ass in the
Yeah,
no,
chat.
no, no.
Meshuggah,
I
dude.
tried to get him to watch. He's listening to the new fucking. Whatever you
Listening to
call it.
Meshuggah.
Oh, yeah. Video producer.
We should listen to the new Zenith right now,
What's
guys.
your guys' favorite Meshuggah album?
Type raid at username.
Probably Chaos Fear.
What does that mean?
I would say Catch 33.
I'm all about
Oh, I think I found the
Obzin
Oh,
and Destroy Race
Oof.
Improve
I-
and the IEP.
when we see
All right,
this,
guys.
like- okay, I is amazing, dude.
So we are gonna raid Max Anomalous because we love him so much, and I found out
Oh,
how to
he's
fucking do
rolling.
it.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I love
Dude,
Max.
dude. Hell yeah.
But thank you
Always.
guys for tuning in. Fucking check out Max Shred It. Just fucking have him jam over whatever songs you want to. He'll fucking freestyle over any song you can think of. I had him do,
Let's
like
do
I said,
that.
Dillinger Escape Plan, and he's still fucking shredded still over it.
Nice.
But it's a fun one.
Max.
But we are starting it right now. Thank you guys for showing up.
Yep.
Love you guys. And
Hit up
fucking,
that Ominous Rune merch. Hit up that
Ominous
Axial merch.
Fuck yeah.
fucking follow Joel. Joel fucking how many
Joel
how
with
many,
7
how many
Gs?
G's?
Send me a
7Z.
message and I'll fucking talk to you. I'm not famous or like I'm just some dude and I'll be like, what
Yeah.
up?
Hell yeah.
Fucking
There you go.
Hell yeah,
Fuck
dude.
yeah.
hit me
Good
up.
Joel
shit.
with 7 Gs. Joel with 7 Gs. All right, guys. We'll see
Fuck
you
yeah.
guys on. I'll see you on Sunday. Rock on.
Love
Fuck
you
yeah.
guys.
Later.
Mwah.